Gentlemen, maybe gentle ladies as usual, welcome back. Let me see if everything works. Maybe let me do like that. Okay, should be fine, probably. So, let me launch other stuff, other streams as well. Speaking of streams, we'll be watching Dev live stream. But let me set up everything. Okay, I think we're live everywhere. So, hey guys, let me get the first Descendant live stream on screen. Let me check the Zoom thingy. Let's go. Should be fine. So, where is the game? Where is the game? Okay. Unreal Engine. Let's go. Now let's go. So, as I mentioned, today we will be watching Dev live stream for all the new, nice and very nice stuff, you know, prepared for the next update, which will be in 2 days. Well, everything is nice except maintenance will be for 10 hours, I think. So that's not really nice. But we'll see. Sometimes they're actually finishing earlier, so you know, maybe. Do I need to spend coins? No, I don't need to spend coins on this one. 8 days, and I need only two login days. I need to collect coins again because last time, for the event, I wasted almost 20 coins because I guess it was shorter than usual. It's not like I've played less, but yeah, I guess it's a little bit different. So, do I need this one? I don't think I need this one. I have every module in the game, so should be nice. Okay, everything works. Let me launch the dev live stream. I probably should disable music. And let's go. Let me rewind that. We will not wait for intro. Okay, let's go. So, well, intro, we can watch the big screen, I guess. Let's go.
Hey everyone, Jason here, community manager for the first Descendant. I'm here with our director for our March Dev Live. 예, 안녕하세요. 퍼스트 디센던트 커뮤니티 매니저 제이슨입니다. 오늘도 저희 디렉터님과 함께
Hey, Mr.
3월
Director.
데브 라이브 시작해 보겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 퍼스트 디센던트 주민석입니다.
Hi, this is Min-seok Ju, director of the first Descendant. And by the way, our producer will also be joining.
Yeah, people actually thought he's fired or something, so.
예, 그리고 아마 저희 프로듀서님 궁금해하실 텐데
오늘은 let's refresh the catalyst.
시간에 함께 자리해 주실 예정이니.
I don't have enough materials for the gamma plate, so.
네, 2월에는 저희 여러
Guys,
가지
if volume is low,
먼저
you know, let
안정적인
me know.
서비스를 제공하지 못하고 심려를
another
끼쳐드린
coin.
점은
Very
진심으로
nice.
사과드립니다. 오늘은 먼저 콘텐츠 소개를 진행하고 2부 Q&A가 시작하기 전에 현재 게임 상황 그리고 우리가 개선해 나가려고 하는 방향에 대해서
start with dailies and
말씀드려보려고
stuff?
합니다.
There were lots of issues during February. First, we would like to sincerely apologize for failing to provide stable service to our players.
Login
Today, we'll
issues.
start by introducing new content, and before the Q&A session in part 2, I'd like to share the current state of the game and the direction we're aiming to improve it in.
네, 우선 업데이트 소식을 기다리는 분들도 많이 계시니까요. 라이브 현황에 대한 이야기는 저희가
Today we'll be leveling
먼저
Sharon,
하고 뒤에서
like arcade tuning. I have some catalysts spent with her, but yeah, the arcade tuning is still
Since
low.
many of our players are waiting for news on the update, we'll discuss the status of our game a bit later and proceed directly with the introduction of the March update.
March update.
Oh yeah.
근데 지금 저희 방송에 지금 댓글이 안 보이고 있거든요. 저희가.
오, 그러네요. 예.
이거 좀 체크 좀 해주시겠어요?
Yeah,
방송 환경. 네.
sorry everyone. We can't see the comment section right on our screen right now, so yeah, we're getting some help from our tech team here.
Technical issues, let's go.
살펴보고 계십니다. 여기 화면에는 안 보이지만,
네.
예.
이제 잘 나오고 있어요.
나오고 있는 걸로 보입니다. Yeah, we're seeing lots of comments right now. Yeah, 그러면
아, 예, 이제 잘 나옵니다.
Yeah.
네.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, so the March update is scheduled this Thursday on March 12th. The items currently displayed on the screen are the contents of the March 12th update. However, Director, I do have one question. So last year, updates proceeded at the beginning of the month, but now they're shifted to the middle. So is there a particular
Yeah, we have like
reason
1
for
week
this?
delay.
예, 그래서 3월 업데이트는 3월 12일 목요일에 진행될 예정입니다. 지금 화면에 보이는 항목들이 3월 12일 업데이트 내역인데요. 근데 이 디렉터님 한 가지 좀 궁금한 점이 있는데 이 작년에는 업데이트가 좀 월 초에 저희가 진행이 됐어요. 근데 지금은 좀 이제 매월 중순으로 약간 바뀌어서 혹시 특별한 이유가 있을지
아, 네.
궁금합니다.
그거는요. 한 달에 저희가 한번 애저 서비스 정기 점검을 해야 하는데요. 이때 애저 정기 점검할 때 게임 서버를 저희가 내려야 되거든요. 그래서 이 일정의 업데이트를 맞춰야 저희가 정기 점검, 애저 정기 점검을 위해서 따로 또 서버 점검을 하지 않아도 돼서 저희가 그 일정을 좀 맞춰서 셋째 주로 업데이트.
I have a feeling they're not translating everything.
Well, there's the monthly Azure service maintenance, and during this time, we need to take the game servers offline. So therefore, by aligning the update with this schedule, we can avoid conducting separate server maintenance for Azure's regular maintenance schedule. So
Yeah, sure.
we move
Like
the
the data
update schedule
centers
to
and
the
stuff for
third week
Microsoft,
of
huh?
each month. Yeah, but March 12th is the second week of March. 3월은 좀 둘째 주에
네.
있긴
네. 그래서 4월부터 셋째 주로.
I probably need a new
셋째
reactor for
주에서
the
이게 한
Sharon.
번에 셋째 주로 넘어가면
Crit damage is nice, but like Colossus obviously I will not be using.
그리고 4월은 셋째 주인
This
4월
one Colossus
16일에
Fusion as well.
Yeah,
Speaking
that
of
will
which,
be
Kill
starting
Colossus
in
is inbound.
April, and if we jump directly from the first week to the third week, there would be like a gap. So this time we'll update in the second week of March, and then proceed with the update on April 16th, the third week of April. Yeah, all right. So that was the reason behind it. Now, getting back to the March update, the content you're seeing on the screen will be updated on March 12th. There are improvements to Sharon and new weapons as well. And King's Guard lands will also receive balance adjustment. And the Descendant mission board is another major change coming with the next update. So let's dive into the details one by one. 예, 그래서 그 화면에 좀 보이시는 콘텐츠들이 3월 12일에 업데이트가 되고요. 이 보시면 샤렌 개선이
well,
있고
they're translating.
무기도
So,
보이고요.
I'm trying to get like
이 밸런스 개선이
some basic
좀
build for
있는
the Sharon
상황인데,
because I need
이번
arcade tuning.
업데이트는 또 임무 현황판
So I will be leveling like
하는데
in Sigma sector and
본격적으로
stuff.
하나씩 상세하게 살펴보도록
So
하겠습니다.
MP, double MP, MP
So
defense
let's
and
kick
shield.
off today's Dev Live by talking about Sharon. During the early days, Sharon was an essential descendant due to her ability to complete outposts. But
Yo,
these
yo,
days,
yo,
Sharon's role
hey,
has
Dicky,
become
yo,
a bit
how's it going?
tedious. 먼저
How you
샤렌
doing, guys?
이야기로 오늘 데브 라이브를 좀
The game is
시작을
really
해볼
fun
텐데,
until you like farm literally everything, you know, and then some people will say it's kind of lacking content, but we're getting new update in 2 days, so
네.
That'll be new
그래서
content as
이번
well.
개선에서 좀 주안점을 둔 것은 광역 진압 외의 다른 스킬
Hmm.
활용성을 높이고 또 그리고 기동성을
Version.
보완해서 현재 메타에 더 어울리는 계승자로 만드는
the
것.
mean
네,
section.
그리고 사용률이 떨어지는 스킬 모듈들을 개선해서 빌드의 선택지를 좀 늘리는 거. 네, 이런 데에 좀 집중을 했습니다.
So the focus of this improvement was to enhance the utility of her skills aside from area suppression, improving her mobility to make her a more suitable descendant for the current meta, and improving Lex use skill modules to broaden overall build options. Now, I think Sharon might just become like a simple, fast-moving AoE dealer, and I think Sharon fans would probably prefer her concept of an assassin. 그래서 좀 약간 샤렌이 단순하게
Let's be real, majority of the players in this game care about like pressing one button and like killing everything in like 10 kilometers.
샤렌의 그런 암살자 컨셉 그거를
No one really cares
선호하실
about
것
being
같습니다.
like super sneaky assassin.
네. 저도 샤렌은 암살자라고 생각을 하거든요. 네. 그래서 그건 빌드 보면서
Let me check range a bit.
해보도록 하죠. 일단 네, 빌드 보면서 기본 스킬의 변경점부터 말씀드리도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah, come
So
on.
let's talk more about Sharon. While
First
looking
things
at
first.
the game build, let's start with her changes.
Some, you know, AI detection might not like that, you know, such camera angles.
네, 먼저 실험실에서 샤렌 잠깐 보여드리고 오늘
네.
또 샤렌으로
So how
새로운
much range I
전적
need?
플레이도 한번
It's like 1 meter
해볼게요.
range. Like,
We're
hello.
gonna play the new dungeon as Sharon as well, so please look
They're
forward
also
to
having that glitch for the loading
Yeah,
screen.
so we're
It still
moving
haven't been
seamlessly
fixed.
다들 이렇게
forward
요
for it.
막 하고 계시는 거죠.
아, 예. 되게 Why is everybody laughing? Oh yeah, we're
내가-
seeing lots of LOLs.
네, 제가 지금 팔로 마우스를 이렇게 툭 쳐가지고
Okay, I don't need skill inside. We can actually go with range.
Yeah, so we arrived at the lab. And so,
Bridge Explorer, maximize range, expansion. Oh, come on, really? I cannot use that?
네, 먼저
I need
지금
another
이게
catalyst,
기본
I
스킬부터
think.
좀 봐볼게요. 네,
let's get our basic skills.
I have
좋아요.
literally
네,
zero
한번
zero
써보도록
slots for
하겠습니다.
this one.
네, 먼저 절단 광선이 이게 대시 스킬이 되었습니다. 이렇게
So basically, I'm trying to get the
대시하면서
range, you know,
사용하는 스킬이
inside of this socket,
Cutoff
but like I
beam has
literally
become a
have
dash
nothing.
skill.
네, 정예병이나 지휘관 같은 강력한 몬스터에게 추가 데미지를 입히는 스킬이 되었습니다.
So it now deals additional damage to powerful enemies such as elites and commanders.
네, 그리고 3번 스킬 먼저 설명을 할게요. 충격탄. 네, 왜냐하면 2번, 4번 스킬이 충격탄과 연계가 되거든요. 충격탄은 기존과 동일한데 이게 피해를 입은 적 중에 체력이 높은 3명을 암살 대상으로 지정을 하게 됩니다.
So I'll talk about shock nuts first because skill number 2 and 4 are linked to it. And shock nuts remains unchanged, but now applies the assassination target
nuts,
effect to
right?
3 enemies with the highest HP. Yeah, so that really does build up that assassin concept. 예, 그래서 좀 암살자 컨셉을 약간 살리는 그런 빌드업으로 보입니다.
네, 여기 보시면 이렇게 쓰면 이렇게 암살 대상이 3명이 걸려 있죠.
Yeah, so you can see the assassination target over there. Yeah,
네.
that mark. Yeah.
네, 그리고 네, 능동위장. 능동위장은 기존과 은신 효과가 동일한데 지정한 위치로 즉시 이동하는 기능이 추가되었어요.
So active camouflage retains the same stealth effect, but now includes the ability to instantly transport to a designated location.
Okay, we have a teleport now. Let's go.
Yeah, kind of like Valby. Yeah, 약간 벨비 같은 그런 느낌도 듭니다.
No, it's not Volby, but like
어디에나 존재하죠.
probably like killing.
Everywhere.
But it's probably not dealing any damage, right?
저는 오늘
Like for the
시연을
teleport.
일단 즉시 시전을 키고 좀 하겠습니다. 네.
I'm gonna go to the options and turn on instant cast mode. Yeah.
네, 이렇게. 네. 네. 그래서
We'll
핵심은
crush her soon.
이게 은신 상태에서 기습으로 적을 공격할 때인데요. 이 암살 대상을 이렇게 암살 대상을 기습으로 공격하게 되면 적의 등급에 따라 추가 효과를 얻게 됩니다.
The key point is when attacking enemies with an ambush while in stealth mode. So when you ambush an assassination target, you gain additional effects based on the enemy's rank.
네, 암살 대상이 일반 벌거스라면 적 주변에 광역 피해를 입히게 되고요. 암살 대상이 정예병이면 이게 되게 중요한데 정예병일 때 적 주변에 전자기장 피해를 입히는 AOE를 생성하게 됩니다. 그리고 지휘관이나 거신을 상대로 할 때는 추가 피해를 입히기도 합니다.
So if the assassination target is a normal Vulgus, it deals AoE effect damage around the enemy. If the target is an elite, it creates an AoE that deals electromagnetic field damage around the enemy, and against commanders or colossus, it deals additional damage. Yeah, so the overall stealth mobility is improved, and launching an ambush after stealth grants greater benefits. So assassination should become more interesting. 그래서 은신의 그런
So they're basically actually trying to like emphasize, you know, boss killing as well.
베네핏을 얻는 구조로 보입니다. 그래서 암살이 좀 더 흥미로워.
But to be honest, I kind of expected, you know, Sharon to be
바쁜
like long
스킬은
time ago
기존과
as a boss killer.
동일한데요. 암살
Because she's an
대상에게
assassin,
큰
right?
피해를 입히는
And we only had
효과를
one build which
지녔습니다.
actually does
Yeah, so skill
assassination
number
of
4
the
remains
Colossi.
unchanged, but it now has an additional effect of dealing increased damage to the assassination target.
네, 그래서 기본 틀을 보자면 일반 사냥은 이게 3번 스킬을 던지고 능동위장으로 진입해서 1번 스킬로 기습하는 형태를 의도했고요. 강화병이나 지휘관을 상대할 때는 3번 스킬을 던지고 능동위장 후에 4번 스킬로 데미지를 몰아놓는 그런 형태들을 의도하고 있습니다.
So looking at the basic framework for General hunting, the intended approach
Hey,
is
Kevin,
to
yo.
cast skill number 3,
How's it going?
enter active camouflage, and then ambush with skill number 1. And when facing champions or commanders, the concept is to cast skill number 3, activate active camouflage, and then use skill number 4. However, since Sharon requires some build-up, I'm a bit concerned whether a strategy where players designate an assassination target and then ambushing them will be viable in the current meta, where party
Yes,
members
because
may
everyone
quickly take
literally
down
drives
bossy
by and
opponents.
killing like whole screen of mobs in like
스킬
0.1
설명을
second.
빌드업이
Good
필요한
question,
중이어서
Mr. Jason.
최근에 좀 파티원들이 막 빠르게 그
Mr.
선멸하는
Director,
그런
please
메타에
answer
있어서
that.
막 암살 대상을 지정하고 그거를 약간 기습하는 빌드업이 과연 통용될까 하는 걱정이 좀 되긴 합니다.
네. 샤렌의 특징인 강력한 단일
Yeah, I think I need a new reactor.
형태로 기본적인 구상은
Like for my
잡았는데
Sharon.
현 메타에서 활용할 수 있게 암살
Basically, I'm
대상을
trying to get
암살
the
대상이
range
자동으로
increase
또
on this
정의되는
module
기능을
because
가지고
like
있습니다.
it's
그리고 샤렌이
100% increase and I
강력한
need
적을
skill
중심으로 좀
expansion.
암살을
So I remove the
수행할 수
skill
있도록
inside
개성을 살리면서도
to get
구조를
like less
개선하려고
grid,
하고
but
있어요.
let's be
다른
real.
모듈에서는
Like with the blue
이
beetle, we
약점을
can
좀
still achieve
보완하고도 있습니다.
100%, I
그래서
think.
샤렌의 약점이
So yeah, and on reactor I need additional
장점이
cooldown and
강력한
arcade tuning, which will be leveling up
가져가는
in the
방향성을
background. So yeah,
기본적으로 가지고 있습니다.
that's what I will be
So
doing
we
today.
initially designed it to further enhance Sharon's powerful single target skill damage. We made it so that if the assassination target is killed, the target automatically transfers to another target, allowing it to be utilized in the current meta. So we aim to improve the skill structure while preserving her identity, allowing Sharon to focus her assassinations on powerful enemies. If Sharon's weakness is limited range, her strength lies in her powerful single target skill damage. Yeah, so next let's examine how the skill modules have changed. 예, 그럼 이어서 이 또 다른 그런 스킬 모듈들은 어떻게 변화되었을지 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
네, 우선 이번에 개선은 절단력 방출 그리고 과충전 칼날 공간 장악 모듈에 좀 집중을 했어요. 장갑 융해탄 그리고 광역 진압 매복의 권력군 모듈은 기본 스킬 변화와 어우러져서 기존의 컨셉을 계속 활용하도록 했습니다.
So this time we focused on improving the release cutting force, overcharged edge, and void domination modules. The battlesuit melting rounds, area suppression, and ambush modules were adjusted to harmonize
Let's
with
get Wall
the
Crusher
base
for now.
skill changes while maintaining their original concepts.
네, 먼저 절단력 방출 모듈부터 좀 보겠습니다. 이거 솔직히 거의 못 쓰는 모듈이긴 했죠. 네, 네.
Yesterday I actually went through all the Sharon skills with all the red modules.
적합하지도 않고요. 네.
So let's see if
그래서
I will.
총기를 활용하는 빌드로 이걸
remember.
바꿔버렸습니다.
Yeah, so let's begin with the release cutting force module. Honestly, it was a module that was barely usable. Shooting cutoff beams just doesn't fit the current meta of hunting down wide area of enemies. So we've improved it to a build that utilizes firearms.
네, 일단 절단
Please tell me
감소는
sniper rifle. Let's go.
네.
I remember the build with the piercing light, which you could do actual one shot, some like hard mode bosses. That was fun.
상태 이상을 걸게 돼서 샤렌이 사격할 때 거리에 비례해서 추가 데미지를 좀 입히는.
Though you would spend like 20 seconds or something.
First, the
To
cutoff
prepare
beam
that one
grows
shot.
larger and deals more damage the farther it travels. It also applies the negative charge leakage status effects to hit targets. So when Sharon fires at enemies affected by the negative charge leakage, she gains additional damage proportional to the distance. So I guess it's like a firearm build, and then it needs loading as well. 아마도 좀 총기 빌드다 보니까 대장전용.
네, 그래서 이번 스킬이 침투
So that one.
사격에 의심하면서 자동으로 재장전되는 효과가 추가됐고요. 그래서 일종의 장거리 사격 메타를 만들었어요. 그래서 보시면 네, 여기까지 일단 이렇게 하고.
Therefore, the second skill, Infiltration Fire, now has an effect that automatically reloads while in stealth mode. So it's kind of like a long-range shooting meta.
네, 보시면 뭐 원래 이렇게 데미지가 보통 들어가잖아요.
네.
네, 이게 이제 기본적으로
Yeah, actually I haven't heard how Afterglow sniper rifle got
네,
like there's new sounds.
이렇게 3번 던지고 1번.
Hey Carnage, yo.
Skill number 3,
How's it going?
one, reload.
A little bit
스킬
busy,
데미지가
but
추가로
now it's
들어가게
chilling
됩니다.
time, so
So you get more damage
all good.
after, yeah,
How
using
about
all
you?
these skills.
All good?
네, 그래서 원거리에서 총기 샤렌으로 활용할 수 있는 빌드로 좀 만든 거예요. 네.
So kind of like a build that you can use Sharon even at like a long range against enemies.
Okay, no one's estromojo for me. Let's get out of here.
보시고, 네, 은신
Dude, I need refuel of the water already.
Get the parts leak over there, designate the target, and then reload while we're in stealth mode.
네.
So it still just
그리고 한
automatically
가지가 더
reloads
있는데요.
like
그거는
weapons,
샤렌
right?
이야기는 아니고요. 잠깐
Yeah, it becomes kind of new
This
meta, you
isn't
know,
about
for them
Sharon,
rework.
but one more thing.
네, 샤렌 이야기는 아니고 네, 총기 샤렌을 보여드리는 김에
Yeah. Since we're showing off Sharon in her firearm mode, I'm gonna show one more thing.
천둥우리 이펙트를 다시
Oh,
붙였습니다.
Damn it!
yeah, we've improved the effects of Thunder Cage once.
I activated arcade tuning bonus for 3 days.
했다 해서 죄송합니다.
For some reason, filtering put it first.
With the new Thunder
Dude,
Cage
usually it
effect,
was like
that will be
1 hour first. God damn it.
같이 업데이트 되는 거죠.
네, 3월 12일에 같이
That sucks.
The new effects are coming on March 12th as well. 예.
민망하네요.
그래도 만족하시는 것 같아서 그래서 다시 어쨌든
Wait a
돌아왔습니다.
sec.
그래서 죄송합니다.
Yes,
네.
yeah, sorry about being inconsistent, but yeah, we're seeing lots of W's. 예, 윈이 좀 보이는.
맞아요. 처음부터 이걸
Another
보여줬어요.
Thunder Cage buff.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thunder Cage is back. 예, 그래서 한번 이어서 한번 또 설명 부탁드리겠습니다.
But this is like just cosmetic effect?
아, 예.
네, 다음은 과충전 칼날 빌드이고요. 네, 과충전 칼날
Yes.
빌드입니다.
Overcharged Edge. Yeah.
이거는 그 동안에는 이제 한방 저격총 빌드로 활용되던 모듈이었는데요. 절단력 방출이 이제 그 역할을 완전히 대체하기 때문에 과충전 칼날은 근접 무기와 특화 모듈로 좀 개선하게 되었습니다.
And we're going to
So,
Sigma
this module
sector.
was previously used in like one-shot sniper rifle builds. But, instead, that will be replaced with the role of release cutting force. So the overcharged edge has been improved into a module specialized for melee weapons. Yeah, so it's
Yeah, they're really trying to
concept
push
that
melee
fits the
stuff.
name quite well. 그래서 명칭과 좀 잘 어울리는 그런 컨셉으로 보입니다.
네, 이번 과충전 칼날 이 스킬은 요 스킬로 은신을 사용한 뒤에 스킬 또는 근접 무기로 기습을 하게 되면 과충전 칼날 효과를 받게
What
되는데요. 이
access?
상태에서
I'm not
실드를
requesting any
소모하지만 근접
access.
공격 시에 스킬 위력에 비례한 추가 데미지를
How's it going?
After using stealth with the overcharged edge skill and then performing an ambush with the skill or melee weapon, players can gain the overcharged edge effect. And in this state, players will consume shields, but it deals additional damage proportional to the skill power during melee attacks.
네, 그리고 3번 충격탄 스킬로 이제 암살 대상 하고 암살 대상을 1번 스킬로 공격하게 되면 실드를 회복하게 돼서 더 오랫동안 과충전 칼날 상태를
Sleepy.
유지하는 그런 기믹을 가지고 있습니다.
Have you watched
So by
Dev Livestream
designating
whole night?
assassination target with the shock nut skill, and then attacking the target with skill number 1 to restore shields, it will allow players to maintain the overcharged edge state for a longer duration.
That looks sick.
이렇게 네, 은신 상태를
That
유지하면서
looks sick.
근접 공격을
And it has some sort of combo points on the right as well.
Still
버프에
in stealth
걸리면
mode, and then using these release skills.
It's like Devil May Cry stuff, you know, when you're making some combos, you get some like
One gets
rank on the right.
shields.
We're detecting arcade life
Gee.
signs inside
네,
a
싼
bonus
거는
structure.
I wonder if it will do actually something.
Yeah.
Like
We're
have
gonna
bonus,
see
you know,
more
depends on
about the
performance of your
dual
combos.
wielding sword a bit later. And yeah, the concept of attacking continuously while getting hidden and out of enemy sight fits well with the concept of an assassin. Now finally, the void domination module. 그래서 전반적으로 좀
Working on your car. Have you fixed it?
살자와 상당히 잘 어울리는 컨셉인데 마지막으로 공간 장악 모듈도 한번 살펴보겠습니다.
네, 공간 장악. 공간 장악. 네. 제가 어제 3시간 자고
아.
와가지고 마감하는.
Our director only
허가.
had about like 3 hours of sleep today. So
Ah, another one sleepyhead. You're not alone here.
yeah. 그래서 재미있게 한번 해보도록
Well, I had my
하겠습니다.
like almost 7 hours of sleep, so it's
그래서
not that bad.
분당장악 모듈은
Still not fixed?
이름을
Crap.
칼날 집중으로 바꾸고
Something really
4번
serious?
스킬 중심의 빌드를 구성하도록 변경을 했습니다.
So the Void Domination module has been renamed as Focus Edge, and players can now focus on a build centered around skill number 4, Focused Attack.
네, 이게 암살 대상을 처치하거나 이제 1번 스킬로 공격하면 집중 공격 칼날이 충전이 되고요. 이 집중 공격은
Well, I
단검을
accept
20개를
the rename. Does it
던져서
actually some new
한 번에
have some new
40개의
effects?
단검을 던질 수 있는 그런 형태로 바뀌게 됩니다.
So, defeating an assassination target or attacking with skill number 1 charges a blade for skill number 4. And this skill can charge 20 more short swords, allowing players to fire all 40 blades at once after charge.
네, 그래서
Okay,
암살
so it's
대상을
double amount.
기습으로 처치하고 정예병이나 지휘관에게 40개의 단검을 한 번에 날리면
Damn it,
한 번에 큰
escalation.
데미지를 입히는 그런 스킬 구성
I'm
이해를
getting a little bit
Skill
distracted.
setup allows players to eliminate the assassination target by ambushing them and dealing massive damage by unleashing 40 short swords at elites or commanders.
여기 보시면 이제 이렇게 스킬을 써서 지금 네, 단검을 모으는 게 보이시죠?
See, we're gaining the short swords,
단검을 모은 다음에
attacking them.
Requesting transport support.
Oh,
꽤
yeah.
많은 단검을 날리는 형태로 운영하게
Unleashing
됩니다.
all of those
Unleash your FPS. I hope they will actually, not make super shiny effects. At least on low settings. I got the
Yeah,
Volty
so
mod, let's
while
go.
skill number 4 looks pretty cool, it felt somewhat lacking in effectiveness. But if
The
you're a
live
player
is
who
on the
enjoys
gameplay.
that live,
Yes, we're watching dev live stream, when
try
something
playing
interesting,
with
I'm
focus
zooming out.
build.
Vice versa, when something interesting, I'm zooming in. When there is no,
상당히,
like,
볼만한데
anything.
이 실효성이 약간
We're
떨어지는
zooming out.
그런 느낌이어서
How's it going, King?
낭만을 좋아하시는 그런
So yeah,
분들이라면
you jinxed it.
칼날 집중 빌드로
Nothing
플레이하는
interesting
것도,
there.
예, 좋을 것 같습니다.
저는 그래서 이따 칼날 집중을 하겠습니다.
Ah, yes. So our director will be playing with this Focus Edge build. Yeah, so next up is the new Axion Infiltration, which is
New
the
dungeon.
laboratory. And director, I guess you will be showing us the gameplay.
Then to fix optimization, yes.
그래서 다음은 새로운
Plus one.
엑스트림 2 군단 실험실입니다. 그래서 디렉터님 오늘도 한번 시연.
I'm still farming, for some like PC part deals, but yeah. Since I mentioned I'm starting with RAM.
Could you give a
And
brief
it kinda
introduction
sucks.
about this? 먼저 간략하게 소개 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 군단 실험실은 엑시온에서 새로운 군단을 제작하기 위해 사용되던 시설이고요. 대표적으로 균열의 군단이
Should I actually use my XP bonus as well?
이었습니다.
The Legion Laboratory was a facility used by Axion to create new legions. The Legion of Breach is a prime example of a troop born within this laboratory.
100 times. Hey, the new dungeon is always nice, but 100 of times we can wait for that in 2 days, okay? No need to spoil.
한때는 레지스터였던
But the sword is actually really nice, And I was mentioning on the Twitter under, their like announcement, like devs, please. I hope it's like, like cheated on the back, and it is. It actually is.
Once the Magister, the sculptor, surrendered to Carell, now develops the Bogus Legion, which obeys to
Begin the
Carell.
void energy
네,
purification operation.
조종사는
It's
보고
like pile of,
프로토콜로
not pile, but
모든
like pool of blood.
네, 조종사가 조종하는 초대형 손을 공격하거나 특수 몬스터를 처치해서 보호 프로토콜을 해제하는 방식으로 공략하게 됩니다.
Sculptor possesses the ability to block all attacks with the protective protocol, and players can deactivate the protocol by attacking the giant hand
God
controlled
mode.
by the sculptor or by defeating special monsters. So will this infiltration also have some like randomness, like the underwater base?
Please.
그러면 이
Underwater base doesn't have enough randomness.
약간의 그런 랜덤성을 갖게 될까요?
Well, let it be
마찬가지로
like
약간의
truly
그런
random.
변화가 있고요. 실내에서 실외, 다시 실내로 연결되는 그런.
But it needs a buff. Needed a buff. I mean, the builds are
As before,
specific.
there are slight variations in moving through the infiltration, and this infiltration operation features paths connecting indoors to outdoors and back indoors.
Deploying RK.
I'm also curious.
I hope they will be actually having more randomness.
Dungeon once players farm the new
But yeah, Sharon had like really specific builds. They were quite good, but like not enough, you know, to compete with some AoE like nukers.
본전에선 약간 어떤
That's
것들을
for sure.
파밍해야 될지 궁금한데 아마 이 신규 무기인 제아볼을 파밍하고 나면
But I hope, you know, they will make like her red modules a little bit rebalanced in such way that it's not just replacing like one skill with like one effect. Because most of her like red modules already, you know, just changing only one skill.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
Andrew.
is a dungeon
Yo.
for farming, crime, and punishment, and I'll explain the usage of the infiltration dungeon at
let's see what
Interaction
we
a
get.
bit later. Yeah, great to hear that.
VS.
Then let's take a closer look
Another
at the dungeon
VS.
through the game
I'm
build.
up.
So, I guess
You were sleeping.
we should play as Sharon today. Right. Yeah. 그래서 좀 본격적으로 플레이를 하면서 살펴볼 텐데 오늘
What's
역시
gonna run the shop? I'll be still be tapping into driving is dangerous. Well,
새로운 던전은
you have my approval, you know, to shut me off.
샤렌보다는 넓은 범위를
Driving
할
is
수
the
있는
top priority, man.
수도 있겠는데 아니면 견인
He'll get easy soon. He's tough.
근데 일단 오늘은
He's
샤렌
tough,
밸런스
but hopefully, you know,
보는 날이니까
they will cook with the new red modules.
Yeah, well, actually, since the battle area is
Don't-
quite wide
don't
and
push.
many enemies appear, the Descendant with a wider attack range might be more advantageous than
That's a
Sharon.
quite casual skill.
Maybe like actively utilizing toe effects could also be a good strategy. But anyways, since many of you are probably curious about Sharon's balance improvements today, I'll play using Sharon.
네, 일단 네,
Let's go, Jason.
좀 다르게
Show us what you got.
So before we begin,
No one's seen me dying there.
you skin there and like what's the concept of this? 컨셉이 뭐
We'll begin soon for present your meeting. What you gonna present if it's not top
Yeah,
secret?
it'd be perfect if she wore a red cap.
남자는 캔모자 있잖아요.
Red cap as in like Supergirl.
형 캔모자도
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, so you know the male characters already.
But
have
yeah,
a
that
cap,
skin with
but I
those
guess
dual
we
wielding swords actually looking good.
one for the female descendants as
And
well.
that's actually looking good.
오늘 시연의
I'm surprised, you know,
칼날이
like she doesn't have more ass.
Yeah, so instead of I'll be using his focused edge.
They're going to present, but they'll present us potential
해보려고
results.
선택을 했는데
Does it mean, you know, you will get
중요한 거는
3 PCs?
일단
Or at least
이번에 이따가 설명드리겠지만 이번에 신규 트리거 모듈인 전술 교란을 사용했습니다.
Yeah, so we chose this build because he wanted to play as the coolest Sharon, and he'll explain
Coolest
later.
Sharon.
But he used the new tactical disruption during volume.
네, 무기는 융합 마법봉으로 천풍댕이를 들었는데 신규 검 제어벌을 같이 이용할 예정입니다.
Yeah, so for
Yeah,
weapons, I
let's
equipped
see,
the
like, the
beetle
different
and
Sharon
the
gameplay.
new crime and punishment.
Sharon, while she sucks, you know, we will be playing that
플레이
for now.
보시면 아시겠지만 일단
But now I will show obviously how they're playing the new stuff.
트리거 모듈 효과가 좀 샤렌의 약점인 범위 딜링을 좀 커버해주는 역할을 하고 있거든요.
My build is
Yeah,
not
so,
finished
like,
yet though.
most of the normal enemies, they are taken down using the trigger module's effect, and the new trigger module seems to cover Sharon's weakness in range quite well.
Yeah, Sharon needs more range.
이제 암살 대상을 걸어서 AOE 효과를 발동시키고 이런 식으로 좀 전투를 해보겠습니다.
Okay, we started.
Assigning the champion as the assassination target and activating AoE is going to be our main goal in this gameplay. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. It's like moving around in stealth mode. Yeah. 시원하게 그냥. Yeah. All those folk souls at once.
I can't escape the feeling that this is the dungeon from the Voided Ocean challenge mode.
Yeah.
계산은 네.
To resurrect someone that
가지고 있을 것 같은데.
it looks like it likes power. Nah, let's be real. Developers will not, you know, make like a proper,
Wow, yeah.
like, you know, optimized stuff. So
Moving on.
I have a feeling we will be having much more impact with that.
이제 지금 걸려
Yeah.
네, 이 강화병을 이렇게 하면 요게 지금 네, AOE가 생성되는 거예요.
See that?
Okay, AoE is like Ines,
That
right?
AoE effect after putting that assassination target mark over there.
They're driving the bumpy bike.
낭만이 있다는 형.
My key fell off. Like I do.
If you kind of like this kind of assassination kind of sharing, I think this build will be quite interesting.
암살 대상을 저렇게 처치했을 때 생성되는 이 장판이 굉장히
Literally everyone is dead
세요.
here.
그래서 저거를 잘 활용하는 게 택시인 포인트이기도 하고.
Yeah, so that
그리고
AoE
이거는
effect.
최대한 잡몹을 안 걸리게 해서 쏴야 되는데 잡몹이 많이 걸렸어.
You try to avoid the normal enemies, but yeah, unfortunately, you have to shoot them all.
Skipping content, huh? Good job, devs. Good marketing.
Yeah. 근데 약간 좀 슬로우하다를 인정했어요. 약간 좀 슬로우하다. Yeah, I'm seeing a few opinions that it feels a bit slow.
I'm quite hyped about the swords though. You see that like E sign on the right?
뭐지?
It actually can transform into higher
아마
rank.
방역 진압이 훨씬 더
Like
빠를
E,
수도
D,
있어요.
C, B, A, S,
The other,
S.
other build will be.
But
방역
still,
진압은 다 맨날 쓰시는
if you
거라.
played like some hack and slash games, you know, which has those ranks, you probably know what it is. I hope, you know, it will be some cool bonus.
Whoever said this build is really good.
왜냐하면 이
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position.
광역 진압보다 이 신규 트리거 모듈의 이 광역 성능이 더 뛰어난 것 같아요. 지금 제가 여러 번 테스트하면서 봤을 때는.
I like the teleport on the
이걸로
stealth.
이제 광역 딜을 하고 그리고 보스는 이제 4번 스킬로 처치하고 이런 빌드들이 좋은 것 같습니다.
So now the second skill actually can teleport her.
Trigger module, that it really shows a lot of AoE damage over there. So using this to take out the normal enemies over here, and then using skill number 4 for like powerful enemies, elites, that will be an effective strategy. And when using this build,
I have a feeling, shameless. There was shameless ass there. I have a feeling. Oh, come on, bruh. Looks, you know, if someone wants to have a spotlight in there.
yeah, 순식간에 그냥.
But yeah, for the Sharon build with the assassination weeks, I think it's not bad. Like, surely she will not be compared to like Freyna or something, but
나와서 공격을
you know,
See that giant hand
having more
over there,
impact. Oh, they're lagging. Let's go. I'm all in for that.
특수 몬스터를 처치하면
They had some stutters.
보스를 공격할 수 있는
Maybe someday, you know, they will actually be pushed to optimize the game.
get the special. You have to take out those special monsters to attack the sculptor. And right as you've seen right before, you can see Sharon taking out that enemy very quickly.
그리고 이번에도 잡몹을 안 걸리게 쏴야 되는데 잡몹이 이렇게 많지?
Trying to avoid the normal enemies, but yeah, we got too many enemies. Yeah.
딱 두 방에 죽였어야 되는데 아깝네.
Barely, but they did that.
This is the gameplay of the focus edge.
굉장히 플레이 타임이 더 짧게.
Not bad. But when players will start to build that, it will be better.
지금 제가 이렇게 좀 에임도
피곤함도 있고요.
아니요. 그래도
괜찮아요.
4분 때잖아요.
알겠습니다.
I thought they will show actually, you know, other builds as well.
에임도 보여드리고 했는데
또 얘기하면 살리자. So yeah,
이 정도면.
I think our director did a pretty good job in 4 minutes and 29 seconds. So yeah, 그래서 일단 샤렌 여기까지 샤렌이었고요. So and of course, the new
That spawn animation, yo,
which is
not bad.
And punishment. 이 새로 추가되는
Okay, I'll be honest, this one is probably my favorite part for now. I just hope the bonus for the combos is actually really good.
잠좀 있나 봐요. 지금 샤렌 시연에서 벗어나지 못한 상태인데 갑자기 이도리로 넘어왔어요.
취해 있는 약간 그런
I wonder if I will be transformed, you know, from playing dual wielding guns into dual wielding swords as a, like, let's say, glay or something.
제가 4분 하면 평균
Probably not, but like, having double sword behind your back is actually, probably will be really cool.
But then the average will be 2 to 3 minutes is something what someone said, and that is the truth. Yeah.
제가 시연할 때 한 4분 정도
3 minutes.
이 게임 이 세팅
How about we buff
맞춰가면 실제로
rewards
이제 빌드 연구되고
and make
또
it longer a
플레이어분들 훨씬
bit?
더 빠르게 진행하시니까
맞습니다.
동선도
I just hope
연구도
materials will not be,
연구되고
you know, like
하니까
dropping
2, 3분
like 3,
때까지
5 or whatever.
올라가더라고요. 네.
And like the crafting will be
Players
having
on the build, they're gonna,
750.
reach much more efficient ways to tackle this dungeon, and that is expected to be 2 to 3 minutes. So yeah. 제어볼.
아, 네, 제어볼로 넘어가시죠. 아, 네, 네, 정신
Yeah, probably I would prefer longer dungeons, but like more rewards as well.
Stand by position.
네.
Best of
아,
luck,
드디어
Descendant.
쌍검까지 왔고요. 네. 이제 쌍검 나왔으니까 다음에는 도끼나 메이스 이런 것들도 나와야 될 것 같은데요. 제어볼도 빌드에서 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah, finally we're getting dual builds here, and now that we have these two blades, I think we see more melee weapons like axes or maces maybe. Well, let's take a look at crime and punishment.
I don't
from the
think
game
they
build.
should, you know, make more melees.
네. 우선 기본 디자인.
Like how much we have already? 4?
Look at the
Yeah, I
basic
think that's fine
design,
for now.
Crime and punishment.
네, 기본 디자인 먼저 좀 살펴보고요. 네. 네, 이렇게 생긴 무기입니다. 네.
Basic design.
네. 그리고 평소에는 이렇게 등에 크로스로
Fear if you're driving and seeing the new swords, eyes on their own.
has dropped a wide range
Yeah,
of
and I
shaming
think
charge on
that
the
would
ground.
look great as back attachment.
We
as
need
well.
it to purify the void energy.
무기창으로 써도
Prime the
아주
detonator
좋을 것
with your
같은
arcade, then hit the
느낌입니다.
detonation device.
네, 기본 공격은 이렇게 연타 공격을 하는 형태이고요.
Yeah, range is good, I think.
좁은 범위의 소수 적에게 강력한 공격을 하는 무기입니다.
So the base motion is like this as a form of rapid fire attacks, and crime and punishment is a weapon capable of powerful attacks against a small number of enemies within a narrow range.
근데 보시면 옆에 이렇게
That's the special
콤보가
attack.
보이시잖아요. 지금 2로 보이는데 이렇게 일반 공격을 하게 되면 콤보 단계가 하게 되고요. 콤보 등급을 S까지 쌓을 수가 있어요.
So each normal attack grants a combo stage from E to S rank.
네, 콤보를 S로 쌓아서
Okay, and what they're giving?
특수 공격을 하면 강력한 공격을 하게 되고요. 일반 공격을 강화시키는 이펙트가 달라졌죠. 네, 그래서 집행이라는 탄환을 얻어서 다음 연계되는 일반 공격을 강화하는 그런 형태입니다.
Yeah, range is good.
Players can earn execution bullets that enhances normal attacks, thereby enhancing the power of the opponent's attack.
네, 그래서 콤보를
Execution
이용해서
bullets, but they're empowering the melee attack.
하다가 특수 공격을 하고 강화된 탄환을 이용해서 또 일반 공격에 딜고점을 올리고 특수 공격을 섞어주고 이렇게 딜고점을 올려가는 그런 패턴을 가지고 있는 무기입니다.
So it's a weapon that uses combos to unleash devastating damage through special attacks and enhance normal attacks. So yeah, it feels like skilled players could use it in a more stylish way. And the ultimate skin for Sin, Crime and Punishment is also being added. So let's take a look at that right after this. 그래서 아마 숙련된 플레이어라면 더
You mentioned they will play ads.
사용할 수 있을 것 같은데 이 제어볼
Speaking of which, what are like when our ads?
바로 이어서 한번 살펴보겠습니다.
13 minutes, I think.
네. 네.
Yeah, and it is called Descendant. So the cyber blade. Incredibly cool.
That would be like incredibly cool if it would have the electric blades.
Shadow. 그래서 사용 선고 스킨이고요.
Enemy
멋있죠?
reinforcements incoming.
이 그만두고 이 제화벌이 이 그림자에 이어서 활용도가 높은 무기로 업데이트되면 좋겠습니다.
네, 그래서 그림자 이야기가 나오는 김에 3월 10일에 출시되는 그림자 추월 스킬도 한번 써보도록 대회에 떠났습니다.
Speaking of this shadow, it'd be great to also check out the Shadow's Transcendent skin launching on March 12th, and we got
Yes!
yeah.
Yes!
Sorry about that, everyone.
More crashes, let's go.
다이아가 별로 보여주고 싶지 않은 그런 것 같은데. Yeah, sorry about the sudden.
Optimize
crash
the
here.
game, devs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the shadow weapon. Yeah, 네, 뭐 어쨌든요. 예, 출시가 되는데.
테스트 빌드니까 이게
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm not an asshole, but you know,
It is a test
they need.
build.
No test builds. It actually happens as well in live builds, so no excuses. No gaslighting.
Yeah. Lots of LOLs. We're getting the build back up. Yeah, and 다시 soon.
Yeah, lots of LOLs, but it's not so LOL and actually when people are playing in the normal
Sorry about that.
normal servers. Salute. Hello, Harley. How's it going?
스트리밍의 가장 좋은
How's the
That's
live?
part of the stream. Sorry about
No, it's not part of the stream.
the stream.
Like usual players also having that crap.
Fuel blade.
We're not even having any errors, it's just crashes sometimes.
We were trying to show the
네, 그랬습니다.
Shadow's Transcendent skill, and all of a sudden, yeah, the build has.
So
crashed.
Shadow actually having transcendent skill as well.
Right now.
But yeah, like that sentence, the skin which they shown before is not
Yeah, so
transcendence,
back,
right?
and we
돌아왔어요.
hope that
네, 돌아왔습니다.
no crash occurs.
I hope you will crash again, you know, maybe you will focus on optimization. Just saying.
Yeah, getting that bonus back.
Excuse me,
새로운
English?
그림자.
No, I'm not from the...
네.
Which language is that?
무기의 초월 등급 스킨 다시 태어난 그림자입니다.
French?
다시 태어난 이런 이름이
If I'm wrong, sorry about that.
이야기인가 보네요.
Reborn. Yeah, I guess that's some kind of reference of the last patch. And you know, this skin also has that cybernetic feel. So overall, like design.
Well, I will
seems
be
to match
honest.
The mood of that assassin's skin.
Like the special attack for the transcendent skill is not that special.
전반적으로 안 살단 스킨과 약간 맞죠.
Like remember Hypernova special attack? Holy crap, that's actually, you know, that's actually true transcendent skin.
Hound actual to HQ.
We didn't talk about that skin, so
Requesting
it should be
transport
said that
support.
it is meant for Sharon. Oh yeah, and
What do you mean meant for Shadow?
sense as well. And for some reason, March seems to be all about assassins. 이것도 확실히 좀 말이 되는 것 같고.
Yeah, but
왠지
it sure will have more
모르겠지만
assassin
약간
skin as well.
암살단 그런 특집.
Hopefully they're good.
그래서 어쨌든 이어서 now let's look at two new trigger modules. 이어서 새로운 트리거 모듈 2종도 소개해드리도록 하겠습니다.
네,
Tactical
전술교란은
disruption.
아까
That's for
제가
Sharon
네,
probably.
모듈입니다.
And you know my
하게
opinion, you know, I
모듈이고요.
kinda don't...
이제 은폐
I'm not
타입의
looking into,
스킬로
you know,
발동시키는
like
모듈인데요.
one descendant
당연한
trigger
일이지만
modules. I think they
하나는
probably
쓸
should
수
not do
있고요.
it.
그리고 헤일리의 위장 저격
I heard
모듈에서
Haley,
활용할
so
수가
it's Haley as well.
Tactical disruption is the module that we saw before and is specialized for stealth. It activates with concealment type skills, and as expected, it
Yeah,
can
Haley can have
utilize
stealth now.
Sharon and Haley's camouflage sniping
Requesting strike
as
in
well.
staging area.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know, Haley could also get into stealth mode, and 그래서 Haley도 말씀하신 대로 은신이 가능하죠.
네, 전술교란 모듈은 은신이 해제될 때 발동이 되는 트리거 모듈이고요. 주변에 적이 있다면 스킬 위력에 비례해서 광역 공격을 하게 되고요. 네, 이게 잡목 처치하는 가장 좋은 스킬이었고 아까 시연에서 일반 벌거스를 처치하던 핵심 스킬이었습니다.
The tactical disruption module activates when stealth type skill ends, and if enemies are nearby, it unleashes an AoE attack proportional to skill power. So that was the main skill that took out the normal Volgus enemies during our gameplay.
네, 그리고 주변에 적이
there's like lightning sparkles and stuff?
지휘관, 폭군이라면 스킬 공격력을 버프하는 그런 전투 태도까지 얻게 됩니다. 그리고 만약에 주변에 적이 없다면
But I don't see like a paragraph usually which tells, you know, that the attribute of the skill can be changed from reactor.
Or tyrants. It also gains the combat readiness effect that buffs the skill attack power. And if no enemies are present, it immediately replenishes the the ammunition of the currently equipped firearm. Yeah, so it seems like a pretty smart module. 좀 상당히 스마트한 그런 모듈.
But Sharon already has after rework auto
두
reload
번째는
on
피해
stealth, no?
전개 모듈입니다. 네,
So basically she stealth, she gets auto reload, she uses trigger module, and it has auto reload again.
The second one is the bloody deployment module, and what comes to mind when you hear blood? It is probably Glade.
Requesting
네,
transport.
글레이와 유진이 사용할 수 있는 모듈이고요.
아, 네.
글레이와 유진의 성능 고점.
I think they're really trying
낮은
hard to get the
상태가
Glade,
아니기
Blood, and
때문에
Iron
고점을 더 높이는
module to use melee
모듈이라기보다는
weapons.
근접무기
I'm
빌드로
stubborn, I'm not
가는
gonna
데
use
좀
that.
도움이 되는 모듈로 준비를 했습니다.
I like dual wielding
Right,
too
so it's
much.
a module available to Glade and Eugen. And
Oh, Eugen
since
as well.
Glade and Eugen's performance ceiling isn't low, rather than boosting their ceiling, we designed it as a module that helps build a melee weapon setup.
네, 체력이 소모될 때마다 핏방울 효과를 스택하게 되고요. 아르케 강화 유형의 스킬을 사용하면 확률적으로 최대 체력에 비례해서 근접 공격에 추가 피해를 입히는 크리칼날 효과를 얻게 됩니다.
Do not exceed
So
your
each time health is depleted, it stacks the blood drop effect, and when using an arcade enhancement type skill, players gain the bloody edge effect with a chance to deal additional damage to melee attacks proportional to your maximum health. So, yeah,
Another
this will
HP
be
stack.
useful for descendants
Dude,
that
they're actually
consume,
sneaky.
Stamina and
They're
skills
actually really
like,
sneaky.
Gene's combat protocol or
Like lots of people are complaining that new
그래서
players or whatever are
유진의
not having
전투
HP modules.
플레이의 폭주처럼 약간
And there's so many times now they're having like reworks for the HP.
것으로 보입니다.
Like the more HP you have, the more damage you have.
모듈을 쓰면 다른
That's
기술자들도
kinda
활용할 수
sneaky.
있는 모듈이긴 한데요. 스스로 회복할 수 있는 수단까지 가지고 있는 글레이와 유진이 검 빌드를 구성할 때 가장 좋은 효과적인 모듈이 될 것 같습니다.
Yeah, so other descendants could, use it with conditional recharge modules, but however, since Blade and Eugen possess self-recovery methods alongside their skills, it would be most effective when building their skill sword focused build.
Eugen with the
And,
sword.
Additionally, 3 new ultimate modules for weapons utilizing melee weapon defense systems will be added. 근접 무기의 방어 시스템을 이용하는 그런 무기용 궁극 모듈도
Like all three of them are utilizing the block mechanic of the sword.
방어 게이지를 더 빨리 회복.
Guys, anyone using block mechanic for the sword?
칼날은 방어 게이지가 낮을 때 근접 무기의 치명타.
After it got changed? Like even before it got changed, actually I haven't used that much.
더 빨리 방어 게이지가
At least before it got changed, it was kinda cool, to have that animation. Now you just press the button and it basically reduces damage.
All units proceed to transport location. And Honed Edge increases the critical hit damage for melee weapons when the defense gauge is low. And finally, Barrier Overload consumes the defense gauge faster, but increases the additional attack damage for melee weapons while defending. So, with the new modules, it seems like we'll be changing the sword module setups a bit. 그래서 권 모듈 세팅을 조금 바꿔보도록 될 것으로 아마 보입니다. And continuing our discussion on modules, this time let's
go.
look at 2 new skill
update
modules for
in 2 days.
Keelan. 계속
We're having a little bit of preview, what will happen in 2 days.
이번에는 킬런의 신규 스킬 모듈
Killen is my main.
이야기
Hopefully,
For air support.
something really nice waits for you. Nice.
중에 플레이어의
You're waiting for that as
가장
well?
많이 타는 계승자로 평가하고 있는데요.
Some people actually, not playing the game until the new update.
이 최상위권 킬런 플레이어분들과 이 평균에 있는 킬런 플레이어분들의 효율 편차가 제일 크게 나는
It's so unusual to see him with the default skin.
So Keelan is considered as a descendant that relies heavily on the player's game
Gonna
performance.
shoot it down.
Looking at community feedback and internal data, he is one of the descendants with the
Actually really
largest
nice. Let's see.
gap between
They will
top-tier
showcase
players
it now.
and the average
So
player.
I'm kinda hyped.
네, 그래서 이번에 추가되는 스킬 모듈은 저점을 올려주는 그래서 킬런을 조금 더 쉽게 운영할 수 있게 도와주는
Guys.
그
Come on.
근접무기와 시너지를 발휘할 수 있는 모듈로 구성을 했는데요. 빌드로 보면서 이것도 설명드리겠습니다.
Therefore, the skill modules being added this time will make Keelan slightly easier to operate, raising the bottom performance of Keelan, along with the module
Guys,
designed to synergize
don't
with
need
the
to
weapon.
dump down
Explain
such
looking
nice
at the game
Descendant.
build. And what concept is this?
Careful.
이건 또 어떤 컨셉이?
이거요?
They're lagging.
녹색.
Let's go.
자켓.
Devs improve optimization. Thank you.
Yeah, so Django is over there. That's Keelan, yeah.
네.
Yeah, that looks cool. Though colors could be
In
different.
the operation zone.
Yeah.
And no sunglasses. That's kind of losing his signature move.
네. 일단 첫 번째
I think every like head skin for him should be actually having sunglasses.
적진을 돌파하면서
Play the game well and showcase poorly, but it's nice. Yeah, but the Sharon it was similar, right? Like obviously they're showcasing the feature itself. It's not like shiny and you know like badass gameplay.
네. 2번 스킬이 전진 후에 따라오는 잔상으로 추가 피해를 입히게 되고요.
So skill number 2, Fierce Attack, now deals additional damage with an after image that follows after advancing.
네, 그리고 3번 스킬
I hope it will not block my camera.
킬런이 뒤로 물러나면서 전방에 폐혈성 장판을 생성하고 적을 견인하면서 데미지를 주고 산성 침식 효과도 부여하는 그런 형태의 스킬입니다.
So skill number 3, Septic Turbulence, makes Keelan slightly retreat back while creating this septic field in front, and it tows enemies towards it, deals damage, and applies the
Towing effect, let's go.
So, you know, Keelan, he used to advance deep into the enemy
Okay.
lines, but, you know, the Fierce Attack, Keelan looks a bit different.
I like towing effects, you know, after I started to play Lepic, it's actually really lacking when I'm not having with different Descendants.
파고드는 그런 거였는데 이 맹공 모듈의 킬러는 약간 좀 다른 모습이어서 좀 흥미롭다는 그런.
Yeah, that actually looks really nice.
킬런,
I just hope they will not have like different dashing mechanic.
킬런,
You know Mobile Strike Transcendence module?
런킬.
It sucks.
3 Keelans and then run kill. You know, it's kind of like Keelan in backwards in Korean. Yeah.
런킬.
3 killings.
영어로도 런킬.
There's like inside joke that there's only 3 killing mains.
킬하고
I'm one of them.
킬하고 런하고 런하고 킬하고.
Jaber has 2 mains, Killing has 3 mains, let's go.
You kill, and then
One of them too. High five.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the Fierce Attack, and next up is Septic Torrent.
Septic Torrent, I like its towing effect, let's be real.
Specialized module fitted for the dash.
1 minute until that.
폐혈성 경류 모듈이고요. 이 대시하는 킬러에 어울리게 공전 무기 특화 모듈이라고 합니다.
네, 그래서 근접 무기로 공격을 해도 산성화 수치를.
I hope it will not be having nerfed range.
적균전을 많이.
Like after Glaive got nerfed like range 2 times, dude, it's actually super upsetting. Considering there's some Descendants, you know, killing everything in like in 1 kilometer range.
Players can gain aesthetic diffusion levels
The
even
lane nerf
when
was actually
attacking
quite dumb,
with
in my
weapons.
opinion.
And skill number 1, Hunt, allows players to engage in close combat frequently by blinking towards nearby enemies and attacking them. Wow. You know, so Onslaught was fast as well, but now Hunt. So I guess Keelan, you know, dashes much more frequently. Just 맹습도
That doesn't look like he dashes much more frequently.
훨씬 더 정신없이 돌격하는 그런 킬러의 모습이네요.
네, 홍길동.
Gildong Huang, which is a Korean hero.
Damn it.
그리고 핵심은
Let's get started. Well, let's finish this Sigma sector and let's have a break.
이거는 이제 기존과 동일하게 광역 데미지를 입히는.
I need to refill my water as well.
추가 피해를 부여하는 버프를 추가로 걸어주게 됩니다. 그래서 맹습의 스택 대기 시간도 감소시켜주기 때문에 3번 스킬과 맹습 그리고 사냥을 적절하게 사용하는
Yo.
데가 될 예정입니다.
How's it
So
going,
skill number
frogs?
3, Septic Torrent deals the same AoE damage as before, and additionally applies a buff that grants extra damage to melee attacks. Since it also reduces the
Please have a nice damage, please have a nice damage, please have a nice damage AoE.
while using skill number 3, Onslaught, and Hunt appropriately.
이런 식으로 플레이하게 되십니다.
Yeah, so play like
Just
that.
like
And
200,000-300,000 damage on those mobs.
The original killing, but the concept itself looks quite interesting.
네.
So,
Yeah, it looks kinda interesting, but I have a feeling this AoE will be like Harris, I guess, you know, it's not dealing like lots of damage by itself.
없어 보이긴 하는데 어쨌든
Skin
컨셉은
quality is decreasing every time. Define.
피지컬이 뛰어난 킬런을 어떻게 다룰지 상당히
You like to have more ass or less ass?
아까 살짝 앞부분만 한번 돌아보도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah, so
폐혈성 경류.
yeah, so let's return to the
Like the previous
Legion
skin for
Laboratory
Sharon,
and
they
check
actually
out
shown it's
a
actually
bit
not
of
bad.
the Septic Torrent killer.
more skin than the ones that are coming out.
And
But you mean like the fashion? Because we have different people, you know, stopping by and saying like, "Hey, we need more revealing stuff."
이제 맹습과 그리고 사냥.
Okay, you know what?
그리고
Let's do a pause
공격수를
here.
키우고
Let's actually do a
거꾸로
pause here because
공격하는
ads are running. I don't want for ads to run. Like during the live stream and the gameplay. So I'm gonna get some water. Be right back.
Shadow, it'd be great to also
Okay, kinda resembles a little bit free-to-play medic movement. I got my +2. Let's go. I played Ruiner. I think I tried like a long time ago or something. Was like 3 step. I'm spy main by the way.
Round 1. Fight!
Actually, I interrupted chat PvP. Sorry about that. I'm back. Actually, it's getting a little bit warm, so man's not hot, but I will take off my jacket. What is going on? What is going on? If you mean the break, yes, we have sometimes break. And I was getting some water. So what is the stream?
편의 스킬 구성을 가지고 있습니다.
yeah. So using
Okay, let me
as said
disable
before,
music.
using the skill number 3 onslaught hunt appropriately is quite important when playing as this
window
torrent
opened.
build. Yeah. Oh.
한 번을 쓰고
Yeah, use skill number
칼을
3.
쓰면
Use the
주변의
melee
적,
weapon.
주변의 적들이 이제 3번 스킬 데미지에 의해서
Damage is low
빠르게
on the third
플레이하는
skill.
모습을 볼수 있어요.
Yeah, so you can see the enemies.
Or it's actually
easily
fourth one.
defeated
No, I think
by
it's
the effects of the skill
I think
number
it's the
3
third one,
when
right?
Using that melee weapon like that.
rotation is good. I'm glad that you know they didn't put some weird delays on his dash like they did with mobility strike. Because mobility strike sucks ass with that artificial delay. Kind of supposed to, you know, to make dashing build like much better, but like it makes it much worse.
플레이를 하는 빌드입니다.
Yeah, so that was the septic torrent.
Yeah, that's actually really cool, but I think the septic torrent damage is kind of not so great.
Let's move on to the
Like for the newest
weapon
content.
balance.
The mobs are probably like level
And
400 and, you know, like having only two, three hundreds of thousands damage is actually low. Hello Devon, yo, how's it going? Because I'm not able to build. I just hope for that, you know, and when we will be playing killer, we'll be having more damage on this skill. But, you know, I'm suspicious they are making it like Harris, because Harris is also having KOE skill, like that, and it's actually having like really low damage for the newest content. What's up? I'm chillin'. We're watching the new content, you know, which will be dropping into the first Descendant in like 2 days. So, chilling, hyping a bit. How about you? All good?
해서 한번 살펴보도록 할게요.
Moving on to the lab.
So they're showing now the Wave of Light and King's Guard.
Coming.
Actually, where is our Axia? I mean Wall Crusher. It's like 15 minutes.
Yeah, everyone can, you know, watch our broadcast and play Wall Crusher at the same time. Yeah. 보면서 즐기셔도 되고.
Actually, it's pretty like majority of players like during the live stream was like having like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning.
PRP로 보면서.
So yeah,
20초 전. 네.
which of the skins? Nah, I care more about the content. I'm not, you know, like chasing skins.
Wave of Life first. 먼저 한번 빛의 파도.
Versus the last types can disappoint when they reveal the changes they were making to Shadow, which didn't change anything, but instead made her more reliant on
햄무리가 생성됩니다.
firearms, which have been optimized for swords. I think they shown like the swords gameplay on her.
Trying to simplify it as much as possible.
Like the trigger module
Reloading
is
and
kinda, you
firing,
know, giving you
get a
like
solar
the
halo
swords
skill
bonus,
generated.
I think.
Yeah, it looks complicated, but just remember solar halo.
The skin's becoming trashier every
생성된
time.
햄무리가
Well,
다시 사격하면 주변에
like
빗무리가
if
생성이
people like it, they will buy it. If people will not like it, they will not buy it. Simple as that.
So, when players shoot the generated solar halo again, it creates a Oreo around it. Yeah, and this Oreo creates an AOE that
Literally uses daggers.
이런 식으로
I mean, that's like same way, you know, the Glay now uses the dual wielding pistols, right? But she's not getting any like buffs and stuff for the handguns with blood and iron. So yeah,
AOE
I mean it's fine, I guess. Like it's not bad. Like the gameplay they've shown is actually quite decent, you know.
빗무리 효과를 이용해
Players will make it even more optimized, and I think it will be nice.
등장하는 콘텐츠에서 좀 더 효과적으로 활용할 수 있는
Surely it will not be next Serena, but you know, like Sharon needed some rewards, and she actually finally got that.
준비하고
Does Veil of Life?
So
Like,
this is
yes.
an improvement that enables area damage by utilizing the aerial effect of the Wave of Light. It's a weapon that can be effectively utilized in content
Rip
where
FPS.
strong enemies appear in confined areas. It seems like it could be a highly used weapon in the Onslaught mode, which will be updated in next month.
Onslaught mode.
또 다음은
Yeah, I remember they were talking about it.
인데요.
But yeah, something tells me like that Wave of Light stuff, you know,
Yeah, so next up is
might
King's
be
Guardians,
having some
and we will
performance
be showing it
issues.
as Jaber.
Game was good. I'm just playing Sharon again for myself. But I'm looking forward to the new Crime and Punch. Yes, I also, you know, thinking about like which builds could be combined with that combo system. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Improving its convenience and efficiency.
우선 총기 이펙트도 좀 개선을 했습니다.
Is it like Arc Raider skin or something?
그리고 매번 수호창을 쏴서 충전시키는 메커니즘을 아예 삭제를 했고요. 대신에 수호창이 적을 공격할수록 더 강화되는 그 효과와 그리고 총기로 내가 쏘고 있는 대상을 수호창이 같이 공격할 때 피해량이 증가하는 효과가 추가되었습니다.
So first we improved. We
Oh,
removed
King's
the
Lance?
mechanism where players have
I'm going to give
fire
Sharon
the
another
weapon
try.
time to recharge it.
Well,
Instead,
first
the
you do it,
Fire
then you
Lance
brag
is
about it.
automatically, the more it attacks enemies. And
What are your
its
thoughts on the new
damage
sword?
increases when it strikes
Really nice.
targets.
I remember, you know, in social media I was commenting on their post, like on the announcement post. I really hoped, you know, the sword goes to, like, to your backpack slot.
수호창을 직접
Instead of, you know, being on your
사격하는
waist.
해도 상당히 플레이어분들이 좀 좋아하실 것 같습니다.
Even if it will be not that great, you know, it will be a cool,
Right there.
cool weapon to have behind.
이런 식으로.
But apart from that, I'm really looking forward, you know,
수호창을
to
자동
like to
사냥이
test
Yeah,
those combo
that's it.
points,
You know, you can see the
like with
advances
the
and
different
enemies,
builds.
like auto farming. Yeah.
I have a feeling, despite they demonstrated Sharon with those swords,
That's it. Yeah, you know.
I have a feeling Killen might be, you know,
Borderlands,
better choice for them.
yeah, there's a-
Like with the new module.
아닙니다.
Gameplay rotation was really nice, but
Yeah.
like for the Killen, I just hope AoE damage, you know, could be improved with
Yeah, so
optimized
for this
build.
update, we have changes to Sharon,
But the
weapons,
original build,
healing,
yep.
and more. So
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
can we trust that you'll monitor the overall performance after the update and provide adjustments if needed? 그래서 이번에도 약간 샤렌부터
Adjustment for the special effect of the Wave of Light, please.
무기가 다양하게 좀 추가가 되고
Like having such massive AoE bubble, you know?
업데이트의 그 성능을 살펴보는 거예요.
Like how much? There's like 20, 30 bubbles.
아, 네.
I don't know about that. When Volby actually crapping like all that water around me, yeah, I'm already
So
feeling
we'll
some
monitor
performance
initial
issues.
feedback and promptly address any shortcomings. Yeah, thank you, director. Let's move on to the next topic.
Game. For the devs, can you crash again, please? So they will actually, you know, work on performance a bit.
Yeah, so in March, the
Pretty please.
Infernal Walker Void Abyss Intercept concludes and the Ice Maiden returns. So 3월에는 인페르널 워커 심층구가 종료가 되고요. 이제 아이스 메이든이 다시 한번 돌아옵니다.
I wonder if they'll change the
네,
resistance.
세레나 집행자 빌드
Resistance of the Ice Maiden.
나오던 그때가 기억이 납니다.
Like the weapon resistance.
네, so he remembers that there was this, 3-second Serena's Executor build.
This is HQ.
Yeah, about that. Guys, can you fix that crap?
아이스 메이든으로 바뀌면서
Because that's busted. That's not intentional.
티켓은 계속 유지가 되고
Like each pellet activates like the skill attack of the Serena. And how many pellets are there? Like 20?
순위 보상은 3월 12일에
As the Void Abyss Intercept transitions to Ice Maiden, the leaderboard will also end and restart.
I think they are afraid, you know, to change that. If they will do something to Serena, you know, they'll get so much like
distributed on Mars.
backslash from the community.
And the Ice Maiden skins will return as well. 아이스 메이든의 그 스킨, 프로즈먼, 얼어붙은 자도 부각하게.
네, 당시 및 출시 계승자였던 벤 해리스 다이아를 추가로 파밍할 수 있게 되고요. 그리고 ETA 아까 말씀드린 대로
So I guess the newest Descendants also will be having that, right?
계속 파밍할 수 있도록
Like who got released after Ice
아직
Maiden? Like the previous
파밍을
Ice
다
Maiden.
못하셨다고 하더라도 아이스
Paris?
메이든
Daya?
함께 파밍하실 수가 있습니다.
What was
Players
Nell
will be
actually
able to
before
farm
that?
skins for Descendants that weren't released, such as Nell, Paris, and
Okay,
Daya.
Nell as well, I
The
guess.
Flamekeeper skin will still remain available in the ETA shop throughout Season 3, Episode 3.
So yeah, if you missed the Infernal Walker skin, you can get it still. And I think it will be easier, no?
If there are any skins you haven't earned in, it's a great time to go farm them. Yeah, so you never know when they will return. 그래서 아직 좀못
What do you mean you never know?
독특한 스킨이 있다면 언제 복각할지 모르니까.
They probably will be rotating those bosses like now on constant basis, no?
Also, while it wasn't listed in the table of contents, there are balance patch details for Glade and Lepic as well.
Please nerf range for the Glade.
차이는 적진 않은데 글레이와 레픽의 밸런스
Please, 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 please.
소소한 내용이라서 목 차이는
Operation completed.
않았습니다.
Just minor stuff, so we didn't include it in the table of contents.
네,
Well done,
먼저
Descendants.
글레이는 감각증대의 살상력 극대화
Let me zoom in it.
실범이 30%
On my screen, enhanced senses, and skill range increase effect to maximize lethality rampage. Improved heat detection height. Wait. Enhanced senses, and skill range increase effect to maximize lethality. So it's not blood and iron. And rampage. I created a support ticket for Nexon because the last update actually broke the rampage a bit, like for the Axion ships. So yeah, maybe they actually fixed that. Critical hit rate stat increased to 20%, grenade adjusted to be pulled in, reduced fire intervals for overkill and increased efficiency.
Glade, the maximized
Damn it.
lethality effect of the increased sensory now includes a 30% increase in skill range.
Nice changes
And
for the
Rampage
Lepic, but
also receives improved
Glade
height detection.
still lacks range
그리고 래픽은
on the blood and
기본
iron.
치명타 확률이 20%로 상향이 되고요. 기본 수류탄도 견인될 수 있도록 했고 포화의 발사 간격이 짧아졌습니다. 효율 증대를 사용할 때는 더 짧아지게 되고요. 그래서 롱맨 좋아하실 겁니다.
For Lepic, the base critical hit chance is increased to 20%. His basic grenade will now have a tow effect, and the firing interval for overkill will be shortened. Increased efficiency will be even shorter. And so, Mega Man should be better to play.
Mega Man.
These are minor changes. This patch will be great for those who
Transport has dropped a
enjoy
wide range,
and
shaping
Lepic.
charge on the ground.
Dude, Lepic didn't need the base crit chance increase, I think.
치는
Find the
분들한테는
detonator with your arcade,
담비
then
같은
hit the detonation
반가운 패치가 될 것
device.
같습니다.
He's arguably like top 5 Descendants currently.
가보겠습니다.
But I mean, it's
Will be
fine,
going
you know.
with Mega Man Lepic
Why
when
not?
the circular map is selected for the VEP rotation. All right, now let's move on to new content, which is the Descendant mission board. 자, 이번에는 이제
Okay,
Descendant
that's
임무
interesting.
현황판 소개로 넘어가 보겠습니다. And director, you mentioned that the Descendant mission board will be an important system in the future. I'm curious about the context in which you made that statement. 그래서 디렉터님이 이 앞으로 임무 현황판이 좀 중요한 시스템이 될 거라고 말씀을 해주셨는데 어떤 의미에서 그렇게 말씀을 주셨는지 궁금합니다.
네, 일단 퍼디의 기본적인 루틴 플레이를 임무 현황판에 담았습니다. 이벤트 1인 주간으로 나눠뒀고요. 한국에 계신 유저분들은 이걸 숙제라고
이게 trad.
했거든요. 매일 접속해서 좀 고효율 보상을 챙길 수 있는 루틴을 정리하는 거예요.
Jason, I have a feeling
So
you're
we
skipping on translation a bit.
TFD's basic routine gameplay into the Descendant mission board. So it's divided into events, daily and weekly. And Korean players often refer to this as daily homework. And it's actually a system that organizes routines for logging in daily to claim highly efficient rewards. You know, then players, they should first check the Descendant mission board and see what to do for the day. 그러면 일단 그 임무 현황판 위주로 오늘 좀 해야 될 그런.
You know what would be the best, probably?
네, 저희가 데이터를
If you log in for the day, you choose the content you like, and you, like, after completing it, you get rewards.
하고 있는데 반대로 루틴한 플레이의 고효율 보상을 잘
I mean, it's not
획득하지
bad for the
못하는
dynamic
분들도
gameplay, I guess,
많이
but I have a feeling, you
계셨어요.
know,
직관적으로 이
like you
루틴들을
choose
설명할 수
like
있도록
which material or ancestor module or whatever like you need,
After reviewing the data,
and
we
you're
found
doing
that
like
while
either
veteran players
content you like or
consistently
like
follow routine gameplay,
something which
some players
you know
struggled to
could
obtain the
choose.
highly efficient rewards from these routines. Therefore, we created the Descendant mission board to explain these routines more intuitively. You know, adding events to the mission status, this board is especially great. You know, checking it within like the ESC menu really felt somewhat hidden.
Actually, speaking of that board, they also promised to remove invasions, you know, in favor of this board. I should try something.
아, 네, 실제로 글로벌 콘솔 유저분들의 이벤트 참여율이
Dude, that's bad.
낮은 편이었어요.
That's actually
이제
bad.
임무 현황판이
I should have done that like long time ago.
일일 루틴 콘텐츠에 참여가 더 많아지지 않을까 싶고요. 그리고 기존에 계속
No, I think it cuts a little bit screen, no?
다음 게 더 중요하지 않을까 싶습니다. 네.
Damn it.
Yeah. In fact, global concept console players tended to have a lower event participation rate. Now that the mission board has been introduced, we're expecting more participation to daily routine content. And for
Yeah,
our
it kinda
existing
cuts a
players
little
who
bit.
have been
But I guess
with us
it's
all
fine.
along, this change might be even more important.
네, 바로 주간 임무 중에 성각자 모듈 20개를 파밍하는 방식의 변화인데요. 네.
So specifically, it's the change to the method of farming 20 ancestors modules during weekly missions. So yeah, this
Detected
is
signs
what
of
we
life
discussed
inside a
in
nearby
previous
arcade.
development. 이전에 다이브노트에서
How about invasions, guys?
네, 기존에는 주간
I hope they will not remove invasions.
성소에서 10개, 수용체에서 10개 각각 파밍했었는데요. 이제 성소, 수용체, 해적이지 그리고 이번에 추가되는 분단 실험실까지 엑시온 침투를 한데 모아서 아무 곳이나
엑시온.
플레이해도 주간 20개
That's actually, you know,
했습니다.
a nice
nice
sound.
Is
Is that Skype? Yeah, Wall Crusher calling me.
10 from the sanctuary and 10
We need to answer that in like couple
Now
minutes.
we've consolidated Axion infiltration across the sanctuary, receptor, underwater base, and Legion laboratory, so players can farm the weekly 20 modules anywhere they wish to play. Yeah,
That's
that
nice.
is great to hear.
That's what I was talking about like a couple minutes
in their
ago.
preferred Axion infiltration location.
Same reward
But, you
everywhere.
know, if we do that, won't that
In the
mean
Washington
that
years.
matchmaking will become difficult for like the lower.
Well, Wallcrusher still uses Skype, so
근데
you
아마
know.
그렇게 되면 가장 효율이 좋은
Here's have good shutdown. Yeah, it got decommissioned.
네, 그래서 자연스럽게 다음 기능 소개로
They replaced it with Microsoft Teams, Lemao.
Okay, so that naturally leads us to our new content.
네, 엑시온 침투에도 지원 기능이 추가됩니다. 지원을 체크하고 또 아래 보시면은 지원을 체크하고
What is that? Is it
엑시온
support?
침투 매칭을 하게 되면 이제 엑시온
Support
침투
button?
중에
Like with the usual
아무 곳에나
dungeons?
매칭이 되는데요. 이 지원 로 플레이를 해도 성각자 모듈 주간 20개를 모두 파밍할 수가 있습니다.
So the
Yeah, I think
support
Skype was
feature
better.
will be added to Axion Infiltration.
Like at work we were using Microsoft Teams and
proceeding with
it's ass.
matchmaking for
Like
Axion
at least in,
Infiltrations,
you know, with all
players
company
now
like
match
configurations,
anywhere
it's
within
ass.
Axion Infiltrations. And even when playing with Axion Infiltration support, players can farm up to 20 Ancestors modules per week. However, you know, using support increases the matchmaking time, and players might get like matched into like a relatively longer duration infiltration. So I think, you know,
This is Hound
maybe
action.
nobody would like to use the support function.
Void energy.
Yeah, screw that. Min-maxer speedrunners will be, you know, neglecting the game.
상대적으로 또 플레이시간이 더 오래 걸리는 침투 매치.
Nah, I don't mind, you know,
그렇게 되면 또
to
이제
complete stuff a bit
지원이
longer, but like to not do the same dungeons like
네, 그래서
20 times in a row.
엑시온 침투 지원으로 매칭한 경우에는 미션 완료 시에 일정 확률로 성각자 모듈을 획득할 수 있게 됩니다.
Yeah, that's why when matched through Axion Infiltration support, players will have a certain chance to obtain Ancestors modules upon completing the mission.
Additional
Then
one?
what's like the probability, you know, surely not as low
1%.
as operational areas, right? 그 확률이 그럼 그건 어떻게 될까요? 설마 막 격정지 수준인지 그 정도일지 궁금합니다.
Yo, inside jokes, hello?
엑시온 침투 지원을 안 할 것 같고 침투 완료할 때 5% 확률로 획득을 하는데 집중 공략이 가능합니다. 그래서 아마 3인으로 파티를 짜서 지원을 하시는 게 매칭 시간도 줄이고 가장 효율적으로 성각자 모듈을 파밍할 수 있는 방법이지 않을까 이렇게 생각하고 있습니다.
Yeah, then probably Descendants won't participate in Axion Infiltration support if it's too low. So it's about 5%, and players can set target reward as well. Forming a party of 3 to support will likely reduce matchmaking time and is probably the most efficient way to farm Ancestors.
I don't know about that, like 5% is a little bit too low.
Farming Ancestors modules sounds
Let's
tempting.
get to use
and
Skype
I'd like to
Skype server as
confirm
well.
One more thing. So
We'll
even
accept,
if
you know,
players
some updates.
completed the weekly farming of 20 modules, if they participate in Axion Infiltration support, they can continue farming Ancestors modules. Right? 그 어쨌든 그러면 그 주간
So
20
basically, when you know there are some like Skype updates, I remember the first time you were actually, you know, calling your friend, and it was like, "Hey, dude, you hear me? Hey, hello, test, test, test."
드려야겠죠. 계속
That's the only crap was. And that was actually quite often.
그러니까 그래도 월크래셔는
Like, they were breaking things quite often as well.
성각자 모듈을 파밍하려고 한다면
But hey, we have Discord now. Like, I hope the Discord will not go like, you know, corporation way too much. It already had some drama behind it. You know, like selling your data
Yeah, that's
and
right.
stuff.
Players can keep trying.
They
The
got
highest
lying
rate
about it,
is,
like in
you know, still
social
from the
media.
Crasher, so please be sure to participate in that. But if players don't have any other tasks,
I missed
maybe
Wallcrusher
the
myself.
intention was for players to play
Damn it.
Axion Infiltration support.
Damn
to
it,
farm
boys.
Ancestors modules. You know, it's even better if players use
In the
Catalyst
summer, super hyped for
Descendants
that.
and weapons
For
to
the red modules or
using
the more ass?
experience. Yeah, you know, so that was the Descendant mission board and Axion
Haley was one of
Infiltration
my
support.
first mates.
And I can
I hope
understand
the red
why,
modules will be
our
like
director
really cool.
emphasized it as like an important change.
This
그래서
is
여기까지 계승자 임무
But Haley, I know.
액션 침투
But Haley is usually all about, you know,
디렉터님께서 왜좀 그게
the goon
변화라고 말씀하셨는지
or the new red modules, like all
And now,
Ultimate
let's
Descendants.
move on to QOL improvements.
I'm hyped about the red modules. I hope Sniper Haley will be back.
네, 지금까지는 상자나 연구로 무기를 획득하면 중국 무기를 1레벨로 획득하고 레벨 전등 시스템을
Come on,
통해서 무기
this
레벨을
robot
2레벨로
blocks me so
올렸었는데요.
much.
이제는 이런 귀찮음 없이 중국 무기는 한번 획득했던 무기 최고 레벨을 기억해서 연구나 상자에서 무기를 획득할 때 최고 레벨로 생성해 주도록 개선이 되었습니다.
Level transition
Until now,
method
weapons
change.
obtained from chests or research were acquired at level 1, and then players used the weapon level transmission system to level it up to 100.
Yeah,
Now,
that's sacked.
without doing this hassle, ultimate weapons will remember the highest level of any weapon the player has previously obtained. So when
Very
you acquire
nice.
a weapon
Thank
from
you.
research or chest, it will
Begin the
spawn
void
at
energy
its maximum
purification
level.
operation.
So if
Descendant. Prime the
if a
detonator
player
with
has
your
farmed
arcade.
a level
Then
100 weapon, it
remote
means
execute
all
device.
weapons obtained through research or chest will be created at level 100. 그러니까 100레벨 무기를 파밍한 적이 있으면 이제 연구나 상자에서 얻는 무기가 모두 100레벨로 생성이 되는 거예요.
I mean, it was always weird, right? You receive the ultimate weapon which you already have, and it's like it requires you to go into some location to find like level 100 blue or purple weapon, you know,
So
to transfer level.
weapon level transmission doesn't require other weapons as materials anymore.
Just I need some help finishing my Haley
phase
build.
exchanger to
There will be new
inherit the
builds.
highest level of that the player
All
has,
builds will not matter.
obtained. So then,
So whatever you're doing
player
now,
has, like,
you
a
should,
level
you know,
60 thunder
probably
cage
enjoy
they
it
obtained long ago, and then you know, like
until we'll
say
have
they
to
farm
refactor
a
everything.
100 weapon. When the player inherits it to like a level 100, they can immediately upgrade the weapon to level 6, the level 60 thunder cage to level 100 using only the phase exchanger, right? 그러니까 예를 들어서 옛날에 어떤 플레이어가 이제 60레벨
Phase exchanger? What was that?
있는데 100레벨 무기까지 파밍을 해서
Like that minefield
100레벨 전동이
icon?
가능할 때 어쨌든 60레벨 천동무기를
Minesweeper,
이상
I want
수학만
to say.
쓰면은 이 100레벨로 만들 수 있다는 그런 말씀이시죠.
네, 쉽게 설명 잘 해주시네요.
알겠습니다.
그래서
I'm still using
기존
Minesweeper game, by the way.
이제 100레벨 무기를 한
And I'm not
번
playing it.
매번 전승하지
I'm using it to, you know,
않아서
fund Discord
장애가
rewards.
없으실 거고, 신규 복귀
Like, you know those quests which require you to play some stuff
획득할 때
to get the like Discord rewards? I'm using Minesweeper for that.
레벨의 무기를 획득하게 돼서 바로 사용할 수 있도록 개선하게 되었습니다.
Yeah, that is the correct explanation. Existing descendants won't have to go through the hassle of inheriting it every time, while new and returning descendants can now obtain
this is
the
another
highest
one
level
mine.
immediately
Get upgrade weapons
upon
to
acquisition
100.
through research, chests, or the battle
100.
pass, and they can use the
You
weapons
need
immediately.
you will not need
Yeah,
that.
you know, sometimes we had to
If you do it
the
once, you
mission
will not
again
need that.
because we didn't have a level 100 material weapon. But you know,
But if you're
was a
doing like
hassle when
from
you
the
faced
fresh
the
weapon, which you
mission,
never
and
had, I
find
think
that
you only
your
need,
fellow
you know,
dismantled
one
it,
thingy.
Yeah, forcing you to do another mission again. Yeah, now that won't happen anymore. So this is a change that would be very
You will
helpful
not, you
for
will
new
not
players
like
starting the
be
game.
required to go and farm somewhere else, like for the level 100 purple or blue weapon. I mean, it's minor change, but it's good change, you know. Like less stuff, less useless stuff.
그만해.
예, 그래서 새로운 플레이어들에게 확실히 도움이 되는 그런 것 같습니다.
Stop to resupply. It's
네,
defenseless.
그리고 이것도 초보자분들에게
that
중요한
looks cool.
개선 사항입니다. 스탯 정보 화면에서
Someone else actually
스탯
leveled
정보
Sharon as well
화면이
here.
바뀝니다. 스탯 정보 화면에서 현재 선택된 대승자와 스킬 모듈에 맞춰서 지금 화면에 보시면
Haley on screen.
여기에 맞춰서 주요 스탯을 표시해주는 기능이 추가됩니다.
So this is another important feature for beginners. A feature has been added to the stat screen that displays key stats tailored to the currently selected descendant and skill model. So for example, as you're seeing over there, it is a cold heart Haley, and it displays key stats like that.
네, 만약에 차가운 심장 헤일리라면 냉기 스킬 유령,
Kinda looks confusing for now.
치명타 배율, 재사용 대시간 감소 이런 것들의 주요 스탯 표시를 점으로 하게 해주는데요. 네.
So, you know, as
Give
you're
the
seeing over
potential
there, it
event,
displays
have them
stats like
finish
chill
my
skill
inventory.
power,
Wait,
skill
what?
skill
Why?
power, skill critical hit chance, skill critical damage.
Are you opening those chests?
Danger
I'm not.
close. I repeat,
Yeah, so you know, if
Danger
you
close.
don't want to spend time looking up those, just set your stats based on what's displayed on the screen. 그래서 아마 빌드를 막 찾아보기 귀찮고.
Well, probably for veteran players it will just make stuff a little bit, you know, unnecessary. But for the new players, I guess I can agree with that.
네. 네.
But yeah, if you mean those boxes,
이게 지금
Do I have
기존
still those
유저분들에게
boxes?
도움이 되는 내용은 아니잖아요. 이미 빌드
Yeah, I have 10 boxes of this, I have 3
그래서
boxes of that,
그동안
and
기존
8 more
유저,
boxes of
기존
that, which I'm
우승자분들은
not using, you know.
그동안
Like,
인벤토리에서만 들어갈 수
really
있었던
rare.
스탯 정보
When I'm testing new build and I
지금
don't want to
모듈
butcher my,
아니, 캐주얼
like, the
메뉴
current weapon,
어디서든 들어갈
because
수
it is
있게
optimized for, like, some
기존
stuff.
기생자분들도
So yeah,
세팅하고
that's what
바로
I'm using
확인할
those
수 있게
boxes.
더 편리한 기능을
Actually, the last weapon which I opened, like the second blue beetle,
It
but
doesn't really,
in the end
know
I didn't need
existing
that.
Players. Still, we've now modified it so players can access the stat info screen directly from the module menu or the archituning menu. So existing players should find it more convenient to set up and check these stat changes. Great, but it would be even better if the expected damage were displayed directly as well.
The damage numbers suck.
좋은데 예상 데미지가 좀
At least for the weapons.
좋을 겁니다. 네, 그것도 함께 업데이트가 됩니다. 이게 스킬마다 예상 데미지가 다르고 스킬 중에는 여러 종류의 데미지를 가지는 경우가 있어서 이 스킬 툴팁 화면에서 보여주는
스킬 툴팁.
방향으로 준비가
That's
됐습니다.
actually,
네,
that's actually cute.
표현이 되어 있습니다.
So that will be updated as well, since each skill has different expected damage and some skills deal multiple types of damage. We're preparing to show it in this skill tooltip screen, and you can see like the expected damage over there. Yeah, so this is really a great feature.
We'll see.
Players
We'll
can
see
now
if they will
check
butcher
in
it like with the weapon DPS.
tooltip and check which setup yields higher expected damage. 네, 정말
Because the like weapon DPS is like really wrong.
어떤 그런 기대 데미지가 높은지 확실하게 이 툴팁에서 좀 체크를 할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
네, 제가 테스트 빌드에서 저 기대 데미지와 이제 바뀐 정보 오디를 보면서 세팅을 좀 바꿔보고 있는데 세팅을 빌드를 찾아보지 않고 세팅을 바꾸는데 훨씬 편리하게 개선이 되었던 것 같아요.
Yeah, so our director tested it in the test build, and it has become much more easier to get new setups instead of having to find the new setup from other players.
그리고 또 지금 이제 스킨 언제 나오냐고.
Yeah, let's be real. Like majority of players will still go, you know.
있으면 이제
Screenshots and dip.
이벤트 소개들이 있으니까요.
They will be complaining, you know, why the stuff is not working.
Everyone, just stay tuned on that.
네, 그리고 이 외에도 코어 제작 그리고 변환 메뉴에서 코어 제작과 변환 메뉴에서 현재 보유한 코어 수량도 확인할 수 있는 개선이 진행이 되었고.
Additionally, improvements have been made so that players can check the current number of cores in the core crafting and conversion menu.
네, 그리고 이 외에도 여러 가지 개선 사항들이
Guys, reduce the price of the cores.
됩니다.
Yeah, various other improvements will also be updated on March 12th.
Yeah, probably have like 10,000 cores, you know, of the low level, which I kinda don't want to convert.
Let's take a look at the skins coming in March. Yeah.
Yay, main part.
Fully revealed, but here's a quick reminder.
Let's see how much, you know, revealed they are.
3월달 업데이트되는 스킨들을 살펴보겠습니다. On March 12th,
Also, the green screen is a little bit too dark now.
Reborn Assassin skin, the Transcendent skin for the Shadow, and Freena's premium skin.
Okay, top row is actually looking nice.
Added. Then on March 26th,
Bottom row, I don't
much
know.
anticipated first anniversary skin contest winning skins will be
Dude, the third skin on the bottom row is like,
the
dude,
skins from the game build.
they're really pushing the limits now. It's like G-string.
다시 태어난 암살단 스킨과 그림자 무기의 초월 스킨 그리고 트레이너의 프리미엄 스킨인 바이퍼 슈트가 추가가 되고요. 3월 26일에는 드디어 1주년 스킨 공모전 당선작 스킨이 업데이트될 예정입니다. 그럼 빌드에서 한번 살펴보겠습니다.
1주년 스킨을 거의 2주년 접해서 출시할 것 같아요.
Okay.
Inside joke.
So it was the first anniversary skins, but kind of coming at our second anniversary. But yeah, please look forward to that.
네.
어쨌든
Yeah, the game is actually becoming 2 years
먼저
old, so.
프레이나의 암살단 스킨부터 살펴보도록 하겠습니다. 네.
Yeah. So first up is Freena's Assassin skin.
네, 제가 보기에는 이게 이제 암살단 스킬 중에는 가장 그 쿠노이치에 가까운 그런 느낌이
Yeah,
프레이나
that's
아닌가
actually
싶어요.
nice.
Yeah. So from the Assassin skins, Freena feels the closest to a kunoichi. Yeah, I
Like
agree
different
with
paint,
that.
of
So,
course,
like,
you know.
the
Instead of green, like
Ninja
let's say
design,
red, and
has this like
it's
traditional
it's gonna
elements.
be, you know,
그
much
보면은
better.
좀 약간 그런 전통적인 이미지가 가미된 그런 사이버 닌자
Though at the same time, you know,
디자인을
Freyne
동의를
is
합니다.
such assassin.
그리고 다음은 샤렌입니다. 샤렌은
Descendant. Confirm arrival in
Okay, Sharon.
zone. Proceed
This
to
one they
launch.
shown before. It's not bad. Wait a second, it's different one.
예, 저는 샤렌은
Is it
약간
like a
어떤
skeleton mask?
느낌이었냐면 헐리우드 영화에서 조직의 보스를 지키는 보디가드의 이미지 이런 느낌? 네.
Yeah, to me, Sharon feels like the image of a bodyguard protecting like the boss from
The mask is
Hollywood
nice.
movies,
Skin
but,
itself
isn't
kind of
that
feels, you know,
villain?
like
Usually
something we've had
someone
before.
Who's mastered martial arts and swordsmanship. 말씀하신 게 약간 좀
To be honest, I really like the mask which you get like after the completing her quest. Like really cool
맞아요,
mask.
그런 느낌. 네, 네.
something like that.
네, 그리고 다음은 BS.
I think they, you know,
Is VS
like should like release more accessories like that.
네,
I don't know about this one.
수를 입은 현대식이라고 한. 네,
약간 수영복
네, 네, 수영복. 네, 네.
약간 같기도 하고요. 예.
수영복
I
같네요.
should check TikTok later on because they, you know, like to flag such stuff.
Like, you know, like a modern take, wearing a stealth suit for infiltration.
Modern
almost
tape?
kind of like a sword.
Look, duct tape, boy.
Descendant. The
They're
transport
out of, you know,
is
like the
flying
budget. They're using duct tape now.
Now,
벨비.
We needed to
벨비는
purify the void energy.
벨비입니다.
Prime the detonator with your
Valve
arcade, then
is
hit the
Valve.
detonation
네,
device.
벨비.
Volby is Volby. Andrew, you there?
Bowie style assassin suit.
We're gonna presentation.
Yeah, she looks great on everything. Yeah.
For the context, Andrew is our Volby main, so, you know.
그리고
I would like to
저는
hear
다이아도 되게
his opinion
마음에
about
드는
the skin.
디자인이었는데요.
Oh,
다이아는
Wow, new skin for that.
oh.
네. 이게 전통적인 쿠노이치
Actually?
같은 디자인은 아닌데 현대물 애니메이션 속에서 검 쓰는 캐릭터 같은
Is it like blindfold or it's like
Daya isn't
Looks like a black cat.
traditional kunoichi, but she has the image of like a sword-wielding character from a modern anime. I get the feeling that you're
Well, I'm not
talking
looking, they're
about-
actually
네, 어떤
tossing me
느낌인지
around.
네. 네, 그리고 이 암살단
Yeah,
스킨과
that's
함께
actually decent.
작물 소셜 모션 폰도
Like the
추가되는데요.
Sharon, like the main part looks a little bit
With the
too
assassin
mainstream,
skins, the
but
DAC attachment, social
like other
motions,
assassins.
and spawn will also be added. Let's take a look.
like other assassins skin are actually quite nice.
Solution Assassin's Training.
그 다음에
Emote is okay.
2인 소셜 모션. 네.
Rigorous
Elias. Deploying
two
arcade.
players and
I am the original.
kind of fun to watch.
트레이너가 이런 이미지 아닌데 다른 대승자를 했었어요.
Freyna doesn't have that image, but yeah, that's very interesting. Lotion over there.
Guys, can you show the spawn?
네, 그리고 또
I'm not into emotes that much, but like
추가가
spawn,
되고요.
like good spawn
We also
effects,
have
I really like.
attachments. Oh, yeah.
Looks like a cookie.
과 네.
Oh. Yeah.
그리고 스폰도 있습니다.
Spawn.
I think this skin should be for Sharon, no?
Proceed to transport location.
I'm not saying, you know, Freyne should not get any, but yo, spawn emote.
Yeah.
네, 이렇게 암살단 스킨과 스폰, 부착물 등이 출시가 되고요.
Yeah.
다음은 프레이나의 프리미엄 스킨.
Nah, guys, show
입니다.
like fully. Let me rewind that a bit.
그리고 스폰도 있습니다.
And we also have a spawn. Stealthy movement.
I think they're missing something.
잔상이 남네.
They were showing like that previously, and like the place she throws that dagger in is
이렇게
having some
암살단
sort of like
스킨과,
illusion or portal.
스폰, 부착물.
So yeah, it's not like the full
출시가
preview.
되고요.
Yeah.
다음은 프레이나의 프리미엄 스킨 바이퍼.
Because I've seen that like
Next
in
up is
the
Freena's premium
in the
skin,
Descendant.
Viper suit.
이거죠.
Oh,
바이퍼 스투입니다. 이거는 완전히 18호.
kind of
네.
there was not enough budget for the second leg.
이번에 페인트도 클리어 오션 블루 색상을 했거든요. 그래서 잘
Yo.
세팅하시면
Welcome back.
비슷하게 느낌이 나오지 않을까 생각도 되고요. 네.
So this time
Hope
we'll
you,
also
you know,
add
had a good drive.
Ocean blue paint color, and I think if you do it well, it might turn out something similar
I was looking forward for the skins for this update, but they butchered them in the special that.
Next
Actually,
up are
I
the
think they're
first
looking
anniversary
decent, except
content
Sharon,
skins
which
being
looks
added
kind
on
of
March
basic.
26th.
Mask is
First
nice,
up is
but like the
Project
Sharon,
Snow
like the main
이제
skin.
이어서
Actually,
8월 26일 추가되는 1주년
there was two of them.
스킨인데요. 첫 번째는
So
프로젝트
the
눈토끼.
Sharon one with the like the jacket and stuff looks cool,
To all personnel.
but from the Assassin's one is like basic in my opinion.
17님의
But like other Assassin skin are okay.
귀여운 앞치마 스타일입니다. 네.
Yeah, so designed
But
by
that skin,
Jung
this
Puyo.
Assassin skin doesn't look like an assassin. Come on, what's
성공
like what's
자체한 변화였나요?
정푸요 0.
I guess that's the second row of the skins, right?
Apron style.
네, 이런 디자인으로 완성이 되었습니다.
Like, bruh.
프로젝트 눈토끼.
네.
Dude,
다음은
I don't know, that was come on.
님의 디자인 프로젝트
People will be painting that string
Next up is
like with the milk tea beige paint or whatever. It will be like full of naked ass in the game. Okay, this one looks decent. Though focus on under boobo, you know, is a little bit too much.
Looks like one of the assassin's skin. Oh yeah, and just to reiterate, all first anniversary
There it is.
skins are common skins.
Princess skin is my favorite one. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
그리고 다음은 부타장
I think like Sharon should be was you know like supposed to have it, but
9964's design
it is what it is.
Descendant. The transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground.
뭔가 따라가기 어려운 감성.
We needed to purify the void energy. Prime the
Kind
detonator
of hard
with
to
your RK, then hit the detonation
follow
device.
aesthetic.
Jason, keep your jokes, huh?
네, 이게
Bruh.
설명해 보면 네, 방어력은 나중에
I think they're testing, you know, they're testing how far they can push that.
Defense as a later aspect.
네.
평균
Bruh.
방어력이 높다고 하죠.
Like, dude, the front is like almost missing.
그리고 마지막으로 네. 페라스모
You know, this is only up to there.
님의 조력자 스킬도 한번
Yes,
Lastly,
yes.
this is Erasmo 200107's fellow skin.
The original.
Dog Terminator.
이렇게 예.
This is the bullet dog.
공모전 이
This
조력자
time it's not the. Wait a second, it's not universal, is it? Are we getting universal dog skin or not?
Inspired by this skin contest fellow skin, we added that.
I remember that like the German Shepherd was having, you know. Look this skin.
Yeah. So that.
I voted for
concludes
it.
our look at the skins that will be updated on
Okay,
March
so
12th,
the first
and-
row of the skins, really nice, except Sharon like with the mask. Mask is cool. The main skin kind of basic, but Sharon gets the second one, which is actually really cool. And the bottom row is just Gunnar bait. I will be honest.
네, 이거는 4월 업데이트.
They're beating allegations. Yeah, that's the like the issue I think with the game. You know, I'm not against that, but you know they're promoting it so much that the new players, like seeing that, are actually you know having double considerations. You know if they should play the
And
game.
we prepared a sneak peek of the progress so far. So check out, Serena's skin texture. We're really putting a lot of effort.
I mean,
into
if
it,
if
and
you know
we're
they would
paying-
like
paying close attention
try to
to
get
that.
you know like people who like to
Yeah, all
you know
right. So
make a
now
fashion
that
out of their characters. This one is
Let
good
us share
concept.
more information on
But like the
events.
previous three skins which we were shown,
여기까지
is like just
보도록 하고요. 이어서
just straight up,
이벤트
you know,
소식
like too much.
This is Hound Action, reporting extreme concentration.
First up is the premium
Yeah,
cleaning
those
service
channels
request
with you.
login event
Please
starting
proceed at your
on
own
March
discretion.
12th. 먼저 3월 10일부터 시작되는 출석입니다.
That's us. You can hint the topic.
3월 10일부터 시작되는 5주
Events.
출석 이벤트입니다. 핵심 보상은
You made skins as well.
클리닝 서비스 하고 35일 차에 프레이나 클리닝 서비스 스킨입니다. 네.
So this is a 5-week login event starting March 12th. The key
That's actually quite nice of them, you know,
rewards are
because the main
service
skins were
skin
paid,
on day 21,
and like the missing
Reina's
Descendants, which
clean service skin
didn't
on
get
day
them, they are actually giving it away from the.
그 외에도
Like with the
추첨용
events.
비도 가슴
That's
부착물,
actually quite
그리고
nice of
완벽한
them.
안타이 계획 같은 등 부착물, 또 각종 성장 아이템들
But yeah, overall,
보상에서 획득할 수 있습니다.
I would say 60-70% of the skins, which, you know, were showcased, are okay.
Dagger chest attachment, the perfect assassination
Yo,
plan,
dagger
back
chest
dashing,
attachment.
and various
Ooh.
growth rewards
I
as well.
like such tactical
Be sure to
accessories.
participate and earn the rewards for the March login event. Great. How about we take, you know, a quick look at Bunny and Freyna's cleaning service skins in the game build.
So what do you want to check?
빌드에서
Oops,
잠깐
I spilled my
버니와
water.
프레이나의 클리닝 서비스 스킨도 한번
And
살펴보겠습니다.
the topic, if it's top secret.
먼저 네, 프레이나 네. 클리닝 서비스 스킨입니다.
Yeah, so that is
Depends
Freyna's
on
cleaning
this
service
depends
skin.
really. That's a good replay for us. I've been trying to make it post videos at least once a day.
Can be obtained on day 35.
And the question is about?
But you know, I'm a bit concerned about whether it's okay to keep giving away skins like this through the login events. 약간
Who was actually
스킨을
complaining about free
추석에서
skins?
계속 좀 퍼져도 되는지 걱정이 있긴 한데요.
No,
네,
for real.
클리닝 서비스는 뭐
Who was actually complaining about free skins?
스킨이기도 하고요. 네,
Dude, let me actually
이번에
check TikTok.
유저님들이
I want to see, you know, if it got flagged or something.
그게 또 이득이라고 생각하고 있습니다.
Because last dev stream actually I got
Were
flagged.
promised as event rewards, and even though this method, I believe it's beneficial if the Descendants stay in our game. So, Descendants, don't miss out on the event and be sure to claim all the skins from the premium cleaning service request.
I mean, that's nice of them.
다음 계승자 여러분 놓치지
Like, obviously,
마시고
probably I won't
추석
be
이벤트에
using that
모든
skin, but
스킨
like, you know,
받아가시기 바랍니다.
그리고
like
버니도
free skin
한번
like that.
Yeah,
Let's be real. Some people will appreciate that. And it's not, you know, like G-string,
show
like
these
in the
weird
last
skins, I'm
skin.
really curious about
Okay, actually
what
did
they
not
are.
get flagged.
좀 약간 이런 이상한 스킨을 꺼내시면
Let's go.
어떤 걸 표현하신 건지.
This dev live stream we survived.
한국 분들만 알 건데 이렇게 생긴 아이스크림이 있어요.
Okay,
뭔지 알 것 같아.
so
I know,
before I
but
get
yeah,
too
근데
bored.
일단
Yo, what the?
Let's move on.
이거 읽어보러.
Who has
Yeah, okay, let's quickly
McDonald's
move on to
fetish?
Bunny's cleaning service skin.
Jason?
Trina's
Sus?
skin looks great, but Bunny's design looks really good.
Just showing my progress. If you mean to self-promote it here, nah, not gonna work like that.
네, 깔끔해서 아이고.
Oh, yeah.
It's like mostly first Descendant channel anyway, so
깜짝 놀랐어요.
I don't think, you know, anyone would be
아니,
interested.
제이버 되게 좋아해요. 깜짝 놀랐어요.
For now? What for now?
That was funny, not Jamer.
Actually, last time I made a support ticket for them, I didn't get any response, but I think actually they got more chill, you know?
Which is
I don't want to jinx anything, but
audio enhancement mission event. 다음으로는 1일 과제 이벤트입니다.
네, 3월 12일부터 5주 동안 진행이
we have two demons here, you know?
통해서 전문가 토큰을 얻을
Quite
수가
interested?
있어요. 그래서 어디서든 이제 몬스터 처치를 통해서 하루 최대 1000개의 토큰을 파밍할 수가 있습니다.
So this event will run for 5 weeks starting March 12th. Players can earn master tokens through daily missions, and players can farm up to 1,000 tokens per day from defeating enemies. Then how much time would it take to farm 1,000 tokens?
So for those who actually, you probably like don't see the text there,
시간이 필요할까요?
but you can buy for those tokens
파밍할 수 있는
an item
이전에
which will guarantee Ancestor module with the golden roll
입니다.
on
For about
enhancement.
an hour, and that's enough to farm that amount.
Not enhancement,
It has
but
a similar
reroll.
drop rate to previous A girls and Celestar support tokens. Then what about the rewards? 그 보상은 어떻게 될까요?
네,
Wait, what?
전문가 토큰으로 비비온
Not this
상점을 이용할 수가 있고요. 이번 보상 중에 핵심 아이템은 성각자 모듈과 관련된 것인데요. 매주 모듈 선택 상자 1개, 초열체 5개, 그리고 궁극 정렬 장치 10개를 구매할 수 있고요. 매일 희귀 정렬 장치를 3개 구매할 수 있습니다.
Players can use the master tokens to access the DBon shop. The key items in this reward set are related to Ancestors modules. So each week,
Good to be
purchase
true.
one module
Well, let's be
selection
real.
box,
With such
5
RNG,
superheated materials,
it's not that
and 10
amazing.
alternate alignment devices and 3 rare alignment devices can be purchased daily. So this is
3 per day.
that is being introduced for the first time. What exactly is the ultimate alignment device? 그 처음 듣는 아이템이 나왔죠. 이 궁극 정렬 장치는 뭘까요?
이게 성각자 모듈을 재조정할 때 함께 사용하면 궁극 긴급의 옵션 한 개를 보장해주는 그런
See you
아이템입니다.
soon.
So this is an item that guarantees one ultimate tier option when used for readjusting ancestors modules.
Let me hide that ass.
It guarantees at least one option for the yellow tier option, right? Then the rare alignment device must be like an item that guarantees one purple tier option, I guess. 무조건 그러면 노랑 등급이 나온다면 앞서 말씀드린 희귀 정렬
So there's two of them.
그러면 무조건 보라 등급
One is yellow, one is purple.
아이템이겠네요.
네, 맞습니다. 이벤트 기간에 이거 다 구매하시면 총 50개의 궁극 정렬 장치 그리고 105개의 희귀 정렬 장치를
I
획득할 수
mean,
있습니다.
purple is whatever, right?
That is
Like the purple is not
correct.
hard to get.
If players purchase all the items during the event period, players can obtain a total of 50 ultimate alignment devices and 105 rare alignment devices. Yeah, so for now, it seems wise to farm in diligently. 일단 열심히 해두시는 게 좋을 것 같습니다.
50!
그리고 추가적인 삼각자 모듈 재조정 이벤트가 있는데요. 해당 이벤트는
50 golden rolls on
4월
ancestor
2일부터
module.
2주간 진행되는 이벤트입니다. 4월 2일부터는 하루에 한 번 재조정.
Remember that they said something about prolonging, player gameplay
Then we have
time?
another ancestor
That's
module
amazing,
event. This
even.
event runs for just 2 weeks.
Not the
from
previous
April
one,
2nd.
which was like
On April
running the
2nd,
same
first
stuff like hundreds of
readjustment
times.
the day will be free. So, I guess cooling units,
Conditions are
gold and Piper, all of that.
The
냉각 유닛, 골드 타이퍼 전부.
And obviously you will not be using that free reroll for level 1 ancestor module, you will be using that for level 10 ancestor module. Well, level 9 to level 10.
또 그러면 좀 강화 단계가 높은 그런 성악자
crap.
모드를 다들 한번 시도해 보시는 게 유리하겠네요.
네, 맞습니다. 4월
Holy
2일부터는
crap, devs.
하시더라도 잊지 말고 삼각자 모듈 재조정도 한 번씩 하면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yeah, so on April 2nd, even if you just came to log into the game, please remember to readjust your ancestors module one time. And finally, we have the Caliber discount coupon event. 예, 그리고 마지막으로 칼리버.
Okay, this has to be a catch.
Arcade life science
If with ancestor module, I believe, it's good, but what about this one?
이벤트인데요. 쿠폰 론칭 기념으로 3월 12일부터 2주간 축복하는 모든 분들에게 100칼리버 할인 쿠폰을 지급할 예정입니다.
This event allows players to receive discount of a set amount when purchasing items in the shop with the coupon. And to celebrate the launch of the coupon, we will distribute a 100 caliber discount coupon to everyone who logs in for 2 weeks starting March 12th.
그리고 3월 12일에 추가되는 암살단
Okay, one time like minus 100 is not like something extraordinary, but
500칼리버 할인 번들도
I guess you can earn more, but it's like when you buy some item,
Additionally, for all players
Is it
purchasing
random?
the Reborn Assassins bundle, they will additionally receive a 500 caliber discount coupon usable only on the limited bundles.
쿠폰은 사용 만료일이 정해져 있기 때문에요.
nah, it's like one.
꼭 활용하시길 바랍니다.
awaiting
You log in one time,
Expiration
in
dates,
those 2
be
weeks.
sure to use them within the
You get
designated
100, minus
Oh,
100
yeah, no
caliber
problem. I guess,
voucher.
Buy the Assassin's bundle
But
and
for
save
this
the
one-
500 caliber coupon and use it when buying the first anniversary contest skins. 그러면은 암살단 번들.
Okay, so basically you buy this bundle, you get 500 caliber cash back, and you can use it to buy like other like anniversary skins.
정말 감사하죠.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate if you would do that, and it is something that I
Of
will
course you do.
be doing. And so, yeah, that was the intro on the updates for March 12th. And as mentioned at the beginning, we'd like to cover the current status of our live service before moving on to the live Q&A session. 네, 그래서 여기까지 3월 12일 업데이트 소식을 좀 확인해 봤는데요.
Guys,
이번
complain
Q&A를
about-
시작하기 전에 앞서
complain about
말씀드렸듯이
the
현재 라이브
performance.
상황에 대한 이야기를 먼저 전달드리려고 합니다. 그러면 let's start talking about
Bunny, yeah,
Glay
cool story,
and
bro.
Dia's completion in February. 우선 2월 글레이 다이아 업데이트의 완성도에 대한 이야기부터 좀 해보겠습니다.
네, 먼저 여러 번 패치를 거듭하며 혼란을 드렸던 부분에 대해서 다시 한번 사과 말씀드립니다.
First, we would like to sincerely apologize once again for the inconvenience caused by
Void energy
multiple
within the
patches.
operation zone.
Can you like remove inconvenience of Unreal Engine? That would be nice.
부족했습니다. 다이아의 사용성 조정이나 딜레이 밸런스 테스트가 업데이트 마지막까지 진행이 되었는데요.
Okay, let's
그러다
see
보니
actually the chat.
업데이트가 좀 불안정했던 결과로 이어졌다고 생각하고 있습니다.
So this was entirely our mistake, but preparing for the February update was particularly rushed. Adjustments to Dia's usability and balance testing for delay were conducted right up until the final moments of the update, and we believe this led
It
to the
actually
update
triggers
being
me each time they talk
updated
about the glay.
네, 그래서 최종 완성과 업데이트 저희도
Like such
업데이트의
huge
안정성을
nerd.
높이는 게 중요하다고 생각을 하고 있거든요. 그래서 핫픽스와 AS를 위한 패치가 계속 반복되다 보면 또 실제로 다음 업데이트
If they would admit, that they nerfed the glay because like glay was outshining Dia, and Dia is the new Descendant, it had to sell, it had to sell like new skins as well, and they nerfed the glay, then I would accept that, but
So the
blaming,
team also recognized
optimization.
the importance of enhancing update stability. Repeated hotfixes and AS patches can also damage the development schedule for the next update. Therefore, to secure more time between the final completion and the update,
no one will touch
we are
Dia, she's the
striving
newest
to meet
Descendant.
faster deadlines starting
Don't
from
you
the
worry
very
about
first
it, everyone else will suffer.
QA와 밸런스 테스트를 위한 시간을 더 확보해서 좀 더 안정적인 업데이트가 될 수 있도록 준비하도록 하겠습니다. 별개로 저희가 FGT도 계속 이어나가고 있는데요. 시즌 업데이트
After
전에
the next new Descendant, they might actually
분들을 모시고
do something.
콘텐츠 단독의 FGT도 따로 진행을 해보려고 하고 있습니다.
But we will not see like the new Descendant in a while.
More stable updates
No?
by securing
Yes.
more time for QA and
That's what they did with
testing.
Glay.
And along with this, we plan to continue conducting focus group tests. Beyond the preseason update FGT, we also plan to conduct content-specific FGTs with highly skilled
Who's not clicking
그리고
button?
일부 중요 콘텐츠들은 정식 업데이트 하기 전에 라이브에 베타 버전을 한 2주 정도 먼저 업데이트해서
Glay old? Dia will be old as well. Don't you worry about it.
For some of the key content, we plan to release a beta version on the live server about 2 weeks before the official
The
update.
original.
We plan to collect surveys and feedback to refine
That beta version will be actually available for everyone? Because they were promising that focus group test for a while, but like probably like largest maybe content creators got in, I don't know.
When a patch seems simple but isn't applied quickly. For example, like players, they might think, isn't it simple to patch something like adjusting the range of Dia's avalanche? 이 다음 거는 좀 다른 질문인데.
Yeah, we will be having 10-hour maintenance.
간단한 패치인 것 같은데 좀 빠르게
It's
패치가 안
quite,
돼서
quite huge.
플레이어분들이 답답한 마음이 좀 들 때가 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 예를 들어서 뭐 이번
Okay,
다이아
level
수정
30 arcade
같은
tuning.
경우는 되게
10
간단한
more
패치
levels.
아닐까요?
수정 자체는 간단한 게 많은데요.
네.
그런데 그 수정을 릴리즈하기 위한
Dude, actually someone wrote in the chat,
저희가 PC만
like he
서비스하고
took a
있는
shot
온라인
each time, they apologized.
심플하게 진행했을
Yeah, probably he's wasted already.
하고
I'm
있으니까
1 minute.
개발팀에서 패치 준비하고 업데이트
1 minute warning.
과정에 시간이 꽤 걸리는
Jarvis delay ads.
Void energy within the
Yeah, the
operation
fix
zone.
itself is indeed
I should be having
simple.
1 delay.
The procedures required to release that fix take some time. If our game was an online game only on the PC, the patch would have been simpler. But since TFD also runs on consoles simultaneously, the development team takes considerable time preparing the patch and undergoing the process for the update.
Yeah, probably like consoles having such bureaucracy, from Microsoft and Sony.
내부에서 QA 진행하고
Like on PC, it's probably much easier to apply patches.
들어가게 되고요. 이번에 다이아 눈사태 범위 같은 경우는 운 좋게도 이게 서버 수정만 해결이 되는 부분이어서 빠르게 수정을 할 수가 있었습니다. 하지만 대부분 빌드
Sounded like he said I was a junk man.
경우가 많고 이 경우에는
Just he plays Overwatch.
하루 정도 걸리는 작업입니다.
And no matter how simple the patch is, it must undergo build and runtime testing, so time is required to complete the build, conduct internal QA, and submit it for review. Fortunately, the scope of Daya's Avalanche patch only requires server modifications, allowing us to skip many steps in the process. However, in most cases, it requires accompanying build modifications, and in such instances, the work takes at least a day. So even a simple patch requires quite a bit of time for preparation. 어쨌든 그렇게 좀 단순한 패치에도 준비 과정에 꽤 많은 그런 시간이 투입되는 상황이네요.
네, 그래서 가급적이면 핫픽스나 패치의 빈도를 좀 줄여야 다음 업데이트에 타격이 적다라는 의견도 있어요. 네. 하지만 이제
I'm trying to see like what chat it writes, you know.
혼자 여러분들과 커뮤니케이션을 직접 하고 있는 상황이고 또 라이브 상황을 풀타임으로 모니터링을 하고 있는 입장이기 때문에 그보다는 좀 더 빨리 그리고 자주 라이브 패치를 해서 서비스를 좀 안정화시키고 싶다는 생각을 가지고 있습니다.
Yes, yes, people actually complaining about performance a bit as well. Let's go.
Or patches as much as possible minimizes the impact on the next update. However, as both of us are like communicating with our players and monitoring the live situation, I want to stabilize the service by applying live patches as frequently and quickly as possible.
네, 긴밀한 라이브 대응 그리고 다음 업데이트 준비를 위한 시간 확보 이 사이에서 개발팀과 최대한 조율해 가면서 진행을 하도록 하겠습니다.
We are coordinating a balance between securing energy between live service management and preparing for future updates. Yeah, I agree that updates are important, but given the current content
But
shortage,
skills are more
also
important.
patches will add much more flexibility as
Exceed
well.
your limits.
그 업데이트가 이제 중요하다는 점에는 저도 충분히 동의를 하는 바인데 이 컨텐츠가 부족한 어떻게 보면 현 상황에서 패치로 할 것이 좀 추가되면 좋겠다 하는 바람도 아마 커뮤니티에서 상당히 많을 것 같아요.
Yeah, I wonder if someone like from their like
컨텐츠가 쌓이고
community team, you know,
이제 핫픽스
records the most discussed points from the chat during live stream. You know, that would be nice. Because people have like legit points there. Obviously, there's like 90% of noise, but you know, some legit feedback is there as well. Because I don't know where they're actually checking for feedback.
Updates, and that is expected to be the best outcome. Yeah. Then to achieve that, we need to resolve the situation where new descendants and weapons are added. Yet players run out of things to do after like just 1 or 2 weeks after the patch. 예, 그러려면 약간 그 신규 계승자 무기가 추가되고 근데 또 이제 1, 2주만 지나면 약간 할 게 없다 그런 상황부터 좀 해결이 돼야겠네요.
네, 그래서 엔드 컨텐츠를 포함한 다양한 게임 모드 개발에 좀 집중을 하고 있습니다. 네.
Yeah, so that is why we're focusing on developing various game modes, including endgame content.
네, 일단 빅돌 모드를 4월 베타 버전 업데이트를 할 예정이고요. 이건 적을 처치하면서 자원을 수집하면 터렛과 장애물을 설치하고 점점 강해지는 적들을 방어하는 그런 콘텐츠입니다.
We already have Onslaught mode, and we plan to update the beta version in April. It's content where players can collect resources by defeating enemies to build turrets and obstacles, and then defend against increasingly powerful foes.
Everyone will be a jaber?
위험 요격전 개편도 아시다시피 준비하고 있고요. 최종 단계에서 플레이어가 각종 페널티와 적 강화 효과를 직접 선택해서 위험도를 높여서 도전하는 콘텐츠입니다. 더 높은 위험도에 도전하는 방식으로 리더보드도 추가될 예정입니다.
We're also preparing to restructure the hard intercept battle, and in the final stage, players will be able to choose various penalties and enemy buff effects to increase the risk level for a challenging experience.
And it will
A
get
leaderboard
nerfed again
will be
because
added
people will
to
be
track
crying.
Players who are willing to tackle higher risk levels.
네, 그리고 그 외에도 시즌 4에는 메가 던전과 인스턴스한 성장을 선택해서 버프를 쌓아서 적을 섬멸하고 지휘관을 처치하는 새로운
Yeah, we'll be making a break shortly.
Beyond that,
I think the ads
Season 4 will
incoming.
introduce a mega dungeon and a new mode where players choose growth to stack buffs, annihilate enemies, and defeat commanders.
Ads already started.
지금 언급하지 않은 또 다른 게임 모드도 준비를 하고 있는 게 있어서 올해에는 본격적으로 단순 섬멸 외에 다양한
Now it started, no?
영향을 진행하고 있습니다.
We are also preparing another game
Okay,
mode
let
not
me-
mentioned here, and this year we
Let me pause that. Let me rewind a little bit, like 30 seconds or something. So yeah. Well, let's finish the dungeon. Let's do a quick break. Refill your water, stretch.
Hound actual
Be
to HQ.
right back. Yes. Yes.
sorry about that, everyone.
More crashes. Let's go.
다이아가 별로 보여주고 싶지 않은 그런 것 같은데. Yeah, sorry about the sudden.
Optimize
crash
the game,
here.
devs.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't see.
Okay, let's roll. I think they're ending anyway, right? So
메가 던전과 인스턴스한
let's finish
성장을
this.
선택해서 버프를 쌓아서 적을
then
선멸하고
back to
진행하는
Sigma
새로운
Sector
모드를
Prison.
준비하고 있어요.
Beyond that, Season 4 will introduce a mega dungeon and a new mode where players choose growth to stack buffs, annihilate enemies, and defeat commanders.
그리고 이 외에도
So it's like if
언급하지
season
않은
4,
또 다른
it's
게임 모드도
like how much?
준비를 하고
In
있는
2
게
months?
있어서 올해에는 본격적으로 단순 선멸 외에 다양한 콘텐츠를 좀 추가하는데 좀
Okay,
공략을
pause music.
진행하고 있습니다.
We are also preparing another game mode not mentioned here, and this year we are mobilizing our capabilities to add various content beyond Annihilation. Yeah, so I guess
Annihilation?
there are various
I think he just
modes currently
spoiled
being
it, no?
developed.
Isn't the
Then
new
I'm
game
also
mode?
curious about the purpose for playing these modes. Could it be for transcendent weapons? 그러면
Transcendent weapons?
어떤 목적으로 플레이하게 될지도 궁금한데요. 그게 혹시 초월
Nah, I don't think that's actually a good idea, no?
맞고요. 초월 무기가 이제 목표가 되는 것이고요. 초월 무기는 이제 옵션 재조정이나 증강 코어를 사용하지 않고 오로지 파밍으로
Transcendent
획득하는
weapons actually might, ruin the balance of the weapons.
Yeah, that is
Looks like
correct.
it will make ultimate weapons
Weapons
useless,
and
no?
Transcendent weapons don't need option readjustments or augmentation cores, and are just the highest tier weapons obtained solely through
That
farming.
aircraft is used to
네,
fly
초월
through void
무기의
zones.
고유 능력은 트리거 모듈처럼 랜덤 팩터를 가지고 있는데요. 그런데 노노 그곱을 뽑아서 졸업하는 게 목적인 랜덤 팩터는 아니고요. 예를 들어서 왕의 수호창인데 범위가 넓은데 수호창을 하나만 소환할 수 있는 수호창이 있고요. 또 다른 랜덤 팩터는 범위는 좁은데 수호창을 6개 소환할 수 있는 수호창이 있다. 그런 개념입니다.
have
The
a look
unique
here.
abilities of Transcendent weapons have random factors like trigger modules, but it's not like kind of a random factor where the goal is to roll the perfect stats. For example, it might have like a wide range, but only summon one guard lance. Or in another instance, have like a narrow range, but summon 6 guard lances, like the concept of the King's Guard lance.
네, 그리고 옵션도 퍽의 개념으로 추가가 돼서요. 퍽에는 이미 옵션이 결정되어 있고 랜덤하게 무기가 결정될 때 퍽이 부여되는 그런 구조입니다.
So options are also added as perks, and perks have preset options, and the system randomly
Tactical
assigns
transport
these
en route to the
perks.
Descendant's position.
So
Close
yeah,
air
there
support
are
available.
several points about Transcendent
Danger
weapons that our
close.
Descendants
I
are
repeat,
probably curious
danger
about.
close.
So first, what happens to ultimate weapons?
Yep, that's the main concern.
아마 대승자분들이 좀 궁금하시는 포인트가 있을 것 같은데, 본적으로 궁극 무기는 어떻게 되나요?
Like they spent so much effort balancing ultimate weapons. I have a feeling, you know, it might be wasted word then.
를 구할 때까지 충분히 현역으로 사용할 수 있을 정도입니다.
The peak performance of Transcendent weapons is higher than that of ultimate weapons. However, a fully upgraded ultimate weapon remains sufficiently viable for use until
Viable,
players
but
acquire
not
a
at the
high
same
Transcendent
level.
weapon. I guess then we can start farming Transcendent weapons with our currently equipped ultimate weapons. So then does this, like, you know, route apply equally to new Descendants as well? 그러면 아마 그 현재
Just imagine we will be having Transcendence, Descendants.
신규 대신자분들에게도 동일하게 적용되는.
Bruh,
초월 무기는
I don't know, like, I'm not seeing, you know,
저레벨 단계로
a good idea behind Transcendence weapons.
초월 무기만 이용하면서 엔드 컨트롤에 도달할 수
Like, basically all the weapons you are having here,
궁극 무기를 수집하는
in this
것도
page,
되겠지만
will be useless.
필수 루트는 아니게 되는 방향으로 가는 거죠.
Since Transcendent weapons
It will be
start
hard to
dropping
avoid
low
that.
levels, we plan to allow new Descendants to reach endgame content using only Transcendent weapons. Of course, collecting ultimate weapons for mastery rank will remain, so it would just no longer be mandatory. Yeah, then
What?
it seems quite a lot of Transcendent weapons will need to be updated from the start. 그러면 아마 처음부터 꽤 다양한 종류의 초월 무기가 업데이트가 돼야 되겠네요.
네, 그래서 시즌 4와
So people actually starting to play the game already will be like having access to Transcendence
Yeah,
weapons.
so approximately 10 Transcendent weapons are scheduled to be introduced
Descendant.
alongside the
Confirm arrival
4.
at the operation zone.
Yeah, and moving on, currently many assessments indicate that firearm dealers have a higher peak performance than skill dealers. Fortunately, it seems Serena is no longer alone in this. Characters like Glay and Ajax are
Guys,
also
you done
have
better
higher
to bring up Glay.
potential than skill dealers as well. I'm a bit worried that introducing Transcendent weapons that have higher potential than ultimate weapons might widen this gap even further. 현재 콘텐츠에서 이런 고점은 총기 딜러가 스킬 딜러가
And not just that.
높다는 평가가 많은데요. 다행히 이제 좀 세레나
Like skill-based Descendants, they will still have a good, you know, value from the ultimate weapons because they rely on the
무기보다 고점이 더 높고
like passive power increase or something like that, or crit chance. But the Transcendence weapons, which actually will be having additional like
필요한데요.
separate DPS dealing,
무기의 고점에 따라 여러 가지 방법이
that will make the usual ultimate weapon useless.
스킬 딜러의 고점을 올리는 방법은 반응로의 강화 단계를 올리는 것도 되고요. 아니면 아르케줄 보드를 확장하는 방안도 있고, 혹은 전반적인 동기화 스킬을 올리는 방안도 고려하고 있어요. 그래서 초월 무기를 두고 평가하면서 스킬 딜러들의 고점을 높이는 방향도 결정을 하려고 합니다.
If the performance of firearm dealers rises, it will be necessary to buff skill dealers as well. We are reviewing various methods based on the potential of Transcendent weapons. Well, to raise the performance of skill dealers, one option is to increase the enhancement level of reactors. Another is to maybe expand the arcade tuning
Or
board,
remove range
increase
nerfs
overall
from the
performance
Glay.
values. So we plan to evaluate Transcendent weapons and make the decisions accordingly. Yeah, so before that was like
Drop a Death Note?
something that we would
What do you
like
mean
to
by
talk
Death Note?
about. Before moving on to the
There is a
Q&A
video.
session,
If you mean
we
patch
heard
notes,
various
no.
feedback from our director. I myself are hoping that the updates would arrive sooner, and I hope that the stabilization plan progresses smoothly as well, so the updates are
The
proceeded
original.
more stably. 예, 그래서 2부 Q&A로 넘어가기 전에 이런저런
Yeah.
얘기를 좀 들어볼 수
All
있었는데요.
nice and dandy
계획대로
until they mentioned
업데이트가
transcendent
빨리
weapons.
다가왔으면 좋겠다는 그런 생각이 들었습니다. 그리고 꼭 그 안정화 계획도 잘 진행이 돼서 업데이트도 보다 안정화.
That's actually nice team play.
바라겠습니다.
1
So
3
this marks
and
the
GG.
end of part 1 of our March Dev Live. After a short break, we will return with the live Q&A session. And as said in the beginning, our producer will join us.
Like
in
text,
the
not
Q&A
video. Patch
session.
notes, no. It will be
Stay tuned.
available like
네, 그럼
in 2
이것으로
days, I
3월
think.
데브 라이브 1부를 마치겠고요. 잠시 쉬는 시간 후에 이범준 PD님, 주민석 트레너님과 함께 라이브 Q&A로
crash at
돌아오겠습니다.
5 minutes.
잠시 후에 뵙겠습니다.
Oh my.
Right. Q&A session I will skip. I'm not usually watching those. And let me clean up that zooming thingy. Okay. Then we can increase the volume of the game. Ah, come on. And enable music. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think, guys? I need to charge my phone. Ah, almost crashed the cup of water, you know, dropped the phone on the desk. Bruh.
This is HQ.
This time I'm keeping my cup of water on the right side because last time I spilled it on my PC.
Best of luck, Descendants.
Descendant, we confirmed all
So,
launch
top
schedule
3
for
things. Top 3 things for me.
deployment point.
Obviously new content, which is dungeon. Second one is melee weapon, which is having quite unique, you know, like mechanic, like the combos. I just hope those combos will be, you know, like rewarding. Like you get like S tier rank and you get some like nice buff for that. But we'll see. We'll see. I have a feeling, you know, Keelan might be good. Might be good for that. And the third, what was the third one? Let me process, you know, what we've seen. The modules were nice. Ah, Keelan. One of the Transcendence module at least, you know, looks really good. About the second one, I'm not yet sure because, you know, like the damage which they've shown is quite low. And, you know, I'm like maybe hoping a little bit that it will be optimized when we will be building the character, not them. So yeah. And one thing actually which got me concerned towards the end, Transcendence weapon. Like bruh, they've spent so much effort, you know, balancing current ultimate weapons and still like 30% like of ultimate weapons are still garbage. But yeah, and they're introducing the new rarity of the weapon, which kind of like
Deploying
likely, I'm not saying it's like 100% true, but like likely will make ultimate weapons like useless. At least, you know, for the gun-based Descendants. Like for the skill-based Descendants it's fine because it's kind of passive, you know, like damage increase. But for the firearm builds, yeah, I have a feeling, you know, it will make ultimate weapons kind of obsolete. Plus, they mentioned you will be having those weapons as well, you know, available since like almost level 1 for the new players. I don't know. We can, you know, talk about rewards and stuff,
Hound Actual to HQ.
but we'll see.
Mission
We'll
complete.
see.
Requesting transport support.
I'm looking forward, you know, to have dual wielding swords with the killer. With the glaive, probably not. They kind of mentioned, you know, it's also like would be like decent choice for the glaive. But yeah, dual wielding guns, which is currently my build, it probably will not beat that. However, in the worst case, if swords will suck too much, you know, we still have them as a nice backpack skin. To have like dual wielding swords behind your back. I'm actually really glad they made that. Like the usual, like the shadow placement. I cannot scroll.
Hound Actual. Reporting in.
Did they actually block me? Okay, Wall Crusher. Let's try to finish this one and still get the Wall Crusher. But yeah, I was actually spamming, you know, their comments. Like when they announced the swords that it will be, please guys, it will be behind your back. Likely, you mean the swords behind? It's already confirmed from this live stream. They actually shown the gameplay with the swords. And quite hypey moment, you know, with the swords. They're having the combo system, like in slasher type games. Like, you know, when you hit like multiple combos, you get that rank increase on your screen, you know, which usually I show off. But I hope here it will mean something. You get a good rank, you get some decent, you know, buff. Like something challenging, you know, like not just hold mouse, like left mouse button and that's it. But something, you know, like you earn your like progression, so to say. Not progression, like power up. Like you get the max rank, you get the max, you know, damage increase. But we'll see, we'll see. Currently goal, you know, is to get the Sharon to level 2 of arcade tuning, so I will be ready on the release day with the, you know, testing new builds and stuff. Killing, I already have everything for the killing, I think, so that's fine. You cannot prepare for the melee, like it probably will be tied to the new dungeon, and I really hope, like farming new melee weapon will probably take lots of like research materials. Will not require you to spend like hundreds of times, you know, in the same dungeon. But we'll see. Even though, if you will require to run a lot of the same stuff, like just having it, you know, in your bag and looking like that. To be honest, I would do that. Even if they will make like the new sword is not so great. But we'll see. As for the skins, you know, the top row of the skins was decent. Maybe Sharon like could use a little bit improvement, but the second Sharon skin is actually really good. So I guess it kind of compensates that. So the second skin, the main part, and the mask, like the skeleton mask or whatever she was having there, I think it will be a nice combo. But bottom row skins, that's just a gunner bait in my opinion. Like they're pushing the limits. And I don't mind that. The only thing which I mind, you know, like the player who actually tries to install the game and see what the game is about, will be seeing all that. Obviously, you know, like quite chunk of them, you know, will not be playing it. Because I'm pretty sure, you know, like those skins will be painted in such a way to like look as desperate as possible. With all those, you know, skin colored paints. So yeah, in my opinion, it's not that great image for the game, but yeah, well. They mentioned, you know, that like one of their targets is to have like 30,000 players like online this year, which I think is doable if they would, you know, like make priorities clear.
Damn it.
Okay, maybe like not that clear towards what we've seen for the second part, but the content-wise. Because I will be honest, like half of my friends stopped playing, you know, because like when they like teleport to Albion and they see like 5 naked asses in their face, that's not something immersive for them. And the second half stopped playing because of the optimization. The game is having like quite an issue, you know, like with optimization. Like some people which having like better PC than mine, you know, having issues. Obviously, it's me who is min-maxing up like stuff in my PC. You know, I have quite optimized like Windows and stuff. But for them, the usual stuff, yeah, the game runs worse for them. But even then, like my like PC parts currently higher than recommended. And it's still not optimal. Okay, level 34. Let's go. I made a mistake today at the beginning. I actually used my 3-day arcade tuning buff. Because the filtering was wrong. Usually the filtering goes like from the 1 hour boost to like 4 hour boost, whatever. But today it was like the first one is having like 3-day arcade tuning boost, so I wasted that, I guess. But at the same time, I don't really need it, right? Unless I would be spending some weekend or whatever, like leveling my arcade tunings, which probably I would not do anyway. Like arcade tuning takes, you know, quite a while. Like I'm okay to do it like for one character per day or something, but not spending like all my weekend. If they would do the same rewards, like same XP rewards in different content, that would be nice. But like currently, hands down, is the best way to level up your character, like to level 40 of arcade tuning is the Sigma sector. And yeah, like 90% of the people actually doing Sigma sector non-stop for the new build, for the characters, which actually they haven't played. I actually don't remember. Did I say something about, you know, changing this module? I don't think so, right? Like area suppression will probably remain, but like the void domination or whatever it's called, yeah, void domination, they changed that. So yeah, area suppression probably will remain. But wait a sec, let me check. So like the area suppression is not changing still, so we'll be having teleportation. Teleportation on the second skill as well. I think like the most Sharon builds will be having that. That's actually quite nice. Would be even better if they would, you know, make some like AoE effect. Like when you land with the second skill, that would be nice. But at the same time, maybe they will be keeping that for the new red module for the Sharon. To have some sort of, you know, like teleportation spam. Also, like lots of people were asking for Jeremy build. Jeremy build into the first Descendant, and well, we know where is Jeremy, at the bottom of the river. So yeah, maybe Sharon can fill that role. But at the same time we have Keelan, right? Like I think people are sleeping on Keelan. It's quite good, you know, with his dashing stuff. Like surely you don't teleport like 1 kilometer away, but like the best movement build in the game. That's for sure. And with the new swords, I'm quite hyped, you know, to see what Keelan can do. Though at the same time, I have a little bit suspicion, like Shadow will still outperform the new sword. Okay, I have some nice drop. As for the killing, I really hope that AoE will not suck. Ouch. Because it kind of reminds me of the same like skill which Harris has. And Harris is the new character. Did I miss the Wall Crusher? Yes, I missed the Wall Crusher. Dum dum. Oh well. No ancestor module for me. Actually, speaking of ancestor module, still need to do Axiom. Yeah, let's finish arcade tuning for Shana. And let's do some daily stuff. Buy the daily stuff, yo. They haven't touched the invasion in this dev live stream. I don't think they even discussed it, no? Like, unless I missed that part, maybe they will be keeping invasion. Because I see nothing wrong, you know, with this game mode. Like, after the latest, you know, quality of life improvements, it's even better. If they will not be replacing that with anything, like, why to spend effort, you know, to remove that? Like spend that effort somewhere else? But I have a feeling, you know, people will have like some allergies still. Like, even though they're not doing invasions, like they don't like it. Or if they're doing invasions, even though they do not like it, which like kind of masochist approach. So yeah, nothing will be wrong with them if it will remain. Okay, now to collect that crap. Who are we having? We actually have Freyna, but I think Freyna is just leveling, right? So I'm getting most of the mobs. But yeah, kinda hypey. Kinda hypey. I wonder when the summer update will be released. Is it this season? Like after this season? Not season, but like Battle Pass or the next one. So how much do we have of the Battle Pass? 71 days left. So it's basically May, right? Like end of May. And if they will be having another 3 months of the next Battle Pass, so it will be like June, July, August. I think we might be having another Battle Pass now, before the Season 4 will drop. I hope I'm wrong, but from the looks of it, because the game kind of celebrates anniversary updates like in August, I think. So yeah, and the Season 4 might be in August. Though, maybe it's not related. We'll be getting like it in May. Would be cool. That was sick. That was smooth. The fake one. Oh, come on, real? Dude, that grenade actually deals 2.5 million damage. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The update is kinda hypey, but I just hope the new dungeon will not be like too repetitive. They kinda mentioned like some randomness each time you complete that. I hope it will be like at least similar to Void Vessel 1. Because Void Vessel 1 was actually really nice. Even though it got repetitive, but like different paths. That was nice. Second Void Vessel kinda sucked with that though. Did we get even randomness in the second Void Vessel? I don't think so, right? To be honest, I haven't visited the second Void Vessel in a while. Because I got such PTSD, like from farming those swords. So basically you needed like 10 weapons, right? 5 copies of each sword to get like the max amount. Yo. The mirror shattered.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone.
Yeah, probably spend the chroma paint as well on that. But for the void skins, it's kind of scam. You get literally the same skin, like for every descendant, but you know, each time you spend paint on that, I think it actually only counts for one skin. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, as for the Void Vessel too, I think my PTSD, you know, will come to an end. No, quite opposite. Because the new mission board, with those bounties and stuff, I'm pretty sure they will be doing like Void Vessel as well. I'm going to complete some daily stuff, go to the Void Vessel tab. I hope it's first one. I mean, you can choose like the first one or the second one. Because I completed the second one like hundreds of times. And I'm not looking forward, you know, to go back. Especially because it doesn't even have like the randomness of the first Descendant. First Void Vessel. So yeah. I think we need, you know, like every content which is getting released, that needs to have some sort of, you know, like different layout or whatever, different subtasks, because that will make it, you know, less repetitive, less repeatable, more replayable, but less repeatable. I'm not sure if it makes sense. Okay, another lucky drop. But let's be real, those like research materials, probably is whatever. But yeah, I'm quite curious about invasions. Like people were really pushing devs, you know, to get rid of them. And I was having suspicion, you know, it will be removed this update. I guess not. I'm not trying to jinx that, but still. Frozen gas crystal, let's go. I totally need that. Bam. Killing got shocked. But yeah, the thing is with the missions board, it might be actually really good, you know, direction. Because let's be real, each time we're doing events, it's like complete 2 infiltrations, like, I don't know, kill 100 mobs or whatever it was. And it's always the same. Like from day to day, it's like literally always the same. So yeah, I hope mission board will fix that. Like imagine having random tasks every day for the content which also having randomness. Like infiltrations having different layouts or different tasks you need to do in them. Yeah, I think that would be really good for the game, you know? For the gameplay. Because each time, you know, you start the game, every day, you don't know what to expect. And you're not doing literally the same thing every day. So yeah. Driving skill issue. What's the guys are doing? Oh, and that actually reminds me of the towing effect for the killer.
The transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground.
The towing effect is like probably my favorite mechanic in the game. Because when the Lepic got reward, dude, that third skill, like optimized for the blazing zone, that got me, you know, building Knell as well for the towing. Really nice. Really nice feeling with those builds. So hopefully killing, you know, will also feel great. But what was the Transcendence module of his? So dashing didn't change, right? Like it has different animation a bit because it was having like the mirror, the kill and mirror which follows him after dash, but like the dashing itself didn't change, I think. Because it would work. What was the LDR of Shara? You will see in 2 days. Yes, yes. She's more of an assassin. She's now more of an assassin. Wait a second. Backflip. Let me try that again. So this is the front flip, and this is the back flip. Okay.
Operation
I actually
completed.
didn't know that.
Awaiting transfer to transport
Imagine.
position.
The
Well
side,
done,
the side,
Descendant.
I probably saw that. Nice, nice. Yeah, for sure, for sure. The Sharon main approves. But I'm more, you know, a little bit more hyped about Keelan. He's kind of my main. Though, still, I have a little bit suspicion about the second module, which is like melee module, and that AoE skill which they shown is kind of suspicious, you know. To not be that great. Drops of what? Drops of what? We were having drops before on the Twitch. I think that's actually ended, right? That's actually ended. So update is in 2 days. And we were having like 1 month of drops. And that was quite good one as well. We were having like 3 Descendant slot for everyone. What else? There was one like paint, of course, like usual. And like one cosmetic. Guys, lagging behind.
Descendant. The transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy.
We have cool ride,
The
thank
detonator with
you.
your arcade, then hit the
That's actually,
detonation
well, the base skin is a gift from one of my viewers, but you know, I bought additional attachments, some paints, you know, and then made this Dodge Viper. It's kind of like the front looks, you know, like a snake face. But yeah, I really like it as well. Looks dope. Thank you. I spent like 2 hours, you know, like testing like parts and paints.
Access denied.
Nah, we don't need any clearance now. Also, I have top level clearance, so access granted for everything. But yeah, I think we need more accessories, right? Like, I enjoyed the mask of Daya, which got like gifted to us after you complete, you know, her story. I enjoyed this bike, well, like with attachments and stuff. Instead of Gunnar skins, it's like with the G-strings, which like will be painted in skin color and just like transforming the game. we need like stuff which, you know, which is a little bit immersive. Oh, someone got actually hit by that. Okay, level 37. Yeah, this mask. That mask, it was nice having like nice paint as well. I was enjoying doing customizing. Yeah, if the stuff makes sense, right? If stuff makes sense, like such attachments, you know, like those glasses, you know, that would be cool. We need more of such stuff. Doesn't show skin for Sharon, please? Bruh, you probably should start playing first before making demands. But yeah. We need more stuff. We need more customizations, you know, which is not Gunnar bait. All personnel. No, I will not proceed with caution, thank you. But yeah, speaking of demands. Oh, come on. Did I actually explode it?
Requesting help.
God damn. Don't touch me. Such helpful community. Particularly build, by the way, it's really good. I really like it, and I really hope they will actually revert some nerfs, because that's like probably my, if not top 1, top 2 like favorite builds, you know, in this game for sure. Like that nerf was like super harsh. So yeah, hopefully they will at least adjust range. But yeah, with the second video, I was trying to optimize it as much as possible to compensate for the 35% damage nerf. And you need quite good ancestor module, you know, to do that. Also, they're like pushing melee builds quite hard. With all those like last couple updates. So the newest sword probably will be also suitable for Blood and Iron Way. We'll see. But I have a feeling I will not be, you know, swapping like dual wielding guns for that. Like at most I will be using those swords as a like the killing weapon. Or back attachment. Really nice back attachment. Skill duration up in red and cooldown in golden. It depends which like modules you have, I guess. Duration is kind of pointless, no? For the dual wielding. Cooldown is nice if you don't have any other cooldown sources, but like after the nerf you need to focus on the damage. Gold, gold, gold! Actually, super generous thing. They actually did, you know, as the last teaser. So basically, each like the tokens which we'll be collecting in the next event, you can spend on guaranteed golden roll, you know,
Mission complete.
for the ancestor module. That's
Requesting
actually not
transport
bad.
support.
And then we're going to his case moment. Well, you're not in Germany, so you know, you have like unlimited like chances for that. Using massive simplification. I thought you were using the dual wielding. Massive simplification is like mostly for the bossing stuff, no? Ah, no, I'm wrong. You're collecting the custom resources. Massive simplification is also good for the bossing, but like, yeah, you can now make a proper build with that. Like AoE build. The only grip which I'm having with that
This is Hound
Transcendence module, like the long skill animation.
performance intensified.
But the 4 cases, 2 purples and 2 blues, it's not worth it. Ha!
Descendant. Enemy troops are being
Not so
transferred in large
lucky
numbers.
and not
You
worth
must
it, huh?
attack their point of
Oh, I
origin.
see. Gun and bill. Which weapon are you using? Unless you copied modules from my Rampage build into Massive Simplification build. It probably will not be that optimized. It will work, but you know, probably like better stuff could be done with that. For the skill, just want something other than vanilla skin for games. Well, it depends which weapons you're like also using, right? Plus, if you're chasing knives, yeah, okay, but like if you just want, you know, some playable skins, it's like 100% worth it to buy just from the Steam market. It's not worth to, you know, open cases just for that. But yeah, I remember I got like my first knives and I stopped opening cases. I'm not sure how many boxes I opened, but I don't think it was worth it. Not a big difference, but like, still. Guess what you want is MTF2 for hats? Hats are... Oh, actually, yeah, hats now are also part of the boxes usually. You just wait like 2 weeks or something, you know, after they got released, and like on Steam Market you will be having them like dirty cheap. Unless you're aiming for some orange skin or whatever. So yeah. Using Relic, Hammer and Elven, and Thunder Cage. So it's not my build. Like my build. Ah, wait a second. The one which I was using for the Void Vessel, right? Because I have a couple Glay builds. I was mostly, you know, talking about the latest one which I did, so I guess you're using the previous one as well. Yeah, I remember that. Because right now, currently, like, I'm using Glay just with that dual building build. I stopped using Restored Relic. So yeah, that's kind of skipped my memory. But yeah, that, you know, the cooldown and duration is really good. That's just amazing. Primary pass, you can just play and earn stars, then loot skins from the pool. Where's fun in that? It's not Gamba. Nah, I'm just kidding. If skins are good, that's fine. If skins are not so good... Oh la la. I got a nice combo there. It's fun shooter, but not one I'm married to. How can you be married to CS? Actually, you know, probably Russians, you know, are married to Counter-Strike. And Dota. Like, two favorite games. See you, mate. Time to sleep. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, level 38.
Mission complete.
I still need 2 levels
Transport inbound.
for the arcade
See you
healing.
soon.
It's getting the regions also at me first few games. Only first few games. Also, I'm not sure how you would be getting that because you're like in the different region. Unless, you know, there are some imposters. Because in Europe, 99.99% of the chance you're playing games, you know, you're actually getting them. There's still some before I went to the Primal Beast. Miss Pauling. Sus? Sus?
Descendant. Confirm arrival.
When the imposter is sus.
I hope that's not too loud. Because even for me it was quite loud. Actually, yeah, frogs. Have you noticed who am I playing? Probably yes. It increases Resident Evil 9 this Friday? Probably tomorrow. Because if TFD update will be quite massive, you know, Friday we might play TFD. Nah, who are you playing? I forgot. Yeah, I don't know, it looks like some assassin chick, you know? I feel sarcasm. A little. Yes, yes. But yeah, tomorrow, like, probably, you know, I will be doing Resident Evil 9.
Descendant. The transport is
I
dropped
kinda
a
still need to test
wide-range
performance with the
shaping
stream,
charge
but I think it will be fine.
We needed to purify the void.
Considering, you know, I'm maxing out settings without ray tracing and it's quite good, you know. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see. In the worst case, I will enable DLSS and whatever. But yeah, I'm actually maxing out it without DLSS. So I respect their engine. Like, literally, you know, devs have my respect for that engine. Good luck on puzzles. That kinda, you know, that kinda sounds like a taunt. Are puzzles, you know, gonna make me look like a fool? Also today I saw the news. Mr. Director of the Resident Evil already saying, you know, they're preparing massive story DLC. Holy crap, they're cooking. And with such successful launch, I guess, you know, It's quite justified that they're cooking. They're too hard. Okay. Hey zombie, yo. New season coming, to sell 5 million copies within 5 days. Yep, so that. It's GigaChat developers, you know, not using slop engines. The gamers having, you know, a pleasure playing. Like the story good, gameplay good, graphics are good, engine is good. They're staying true to their fan base, you know, with that game. I have nothing but respect for those devs. About the spoilers, I'm not usually, you know, like reading stuff about like games which I'm, you know, will be playing. And I think, you know, my social media is optimized in such way that, like, I'm not having any content, you know, about the new games. Jackson Sharon, my first favorite. Let's go. Sharon will be getting some love in 2 days. Ajax is already good. He got already his rework. So yeah. All the boxes are checked for what you said. The data plan's good. Really good. You know, I even considered, you know, maybe I don't need new PC. But yeah, dream on. Dream on. Like 90% of the new games are, you know, using that unrealistic engine. And it's already good. She has like niche builds for sure. She's lacking a bit, you know, like with the clearance speed. Like if you're playing in the group with, let's say, some optimized AoE characters, yeah, she can be lacking. Some people were saying as well, you know, like, even though they've shown like gameplay of the new update and stuff, it doesn't look that it will change that much. But still, improving some lacking modules, not bad. And a new trigger module is also not bad. Like increasing her AoE capabilities is actually really nice. One of the moments I didn't feel screwed for buying day one release. I believe you. I believe you. Like, I haven't seen any complaints about Resident Evil. It's such a rare thing today, you know, that the new game gets released and you don't see literally any complaints. So, massive respect for those devs. They're giving an ancestral crit rate and crit damage. For the Sharon? I don't think she needs crit rate, no? Crit damage is always nice though. Though, I'm having a similar module. You wanna see it? So I removed the skill inside instead, I increased the range. Though I'm not sure like I need the range for this skill, but still. Does it need crit rate? Yep. Even though I got one, I replaced the skill inside. But the module is just too good, you know? Obviously I will not be smelting down. Look at this.
Extraction from operation zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
That's you know, that's visually appealing module, but let's be real, it's not that impressive with the skill crit rate. But he wanted it. Who wanted it? Top trade rate is 300 for what? I actually didn't trade like for the caliber. I still haven't, you know, sold anything. I'm quite lazy, you know? The current market implementation is, I will be honest, is ass. For red ones, are you sure you didn't get, you know, schemas? Like if the red modules, like red stats have, you know, good stats, you can get some really huge bank with that. I'm having like god roll red stats for the Kyle. I probably should try to sell that. I think I've put it once, but like, you know, I'm not spending like 24/7 in the game. So yeah, even if I did have
Reporting
someone.
extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone.
Control.
All units, please proceed at your own discretion,
This one.
but do not exceed
Kyle
your
doesn't need
limits.
crit rate, so the negative bonus is actually a perfect one. But yeah, this one is like super god roll for the Kyle. Maybe this is what I'll be willing to pay for. I mean, that's probably selfless approach, you know? Like, some sharks will be quite appreciative of your goodwill and will sell that module like a couple times more. Okay. Okay, it's a different layout. I need to go this way. Yeah, actually I need to spend my RK tuning points. So today I started to level RK tuning for the Sharon, I actually didn't spend points. Also I have not so great reactor. I need some reactor. Nice driving skills. Dude, I'm so used to play Glay. Like in between those spins, I want to throw my Hypernova.
Massive skill issue.
But maybe a little bit. Was 10% caliber for gold trigger and better stats 20 caliber. I mean, just don't get scammed. If the stats are good, you probably should check like how much they cost first, and then, you know, like give it the appropriate price. Because I'm pretty sure, you know, some people will be just reselling your stuff for like much more.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
Dude, I almost thought that's actually the new skin, which they show. What you looking at? Okay, too late. But yeah, like 2-3 skins today were like a little bit over exaggeration. I believe them for the Glade nerf. If you're trying to rage bait me, that doesn't work. Only devs can do that. What you could blame me for, you know, that I'm still playing Glade, and since devs see, you know, like people still playing Glade, maybe they're not even considering, you know, to double check the nerfs. Play to enjoy and try to make others to enjoy. Nah, you're just making sharks, you know, to schemize other people with such approach. Even though you will be like not matching the prices of the like, let's say like similar mods, and yeah, just do it as okay. Let me put it a different way. So by lowballing so much, you're like creating bad economy, but undercutting, you know, undercutting the current prices of the same module. That's actually a better approach. What the shark will say? Yeah, thank you, zombie. You got suckered. Now I'll be making profit out of you and out of other people, you know. More ads in 1 minute. Is that too much? To whom? Okay, we need one more. Jarvis delay ads.
At your service, sir.
We need one more. And then I will have all level 40 Archie tuning with Sharon. I'm not sure if I have like delay, but we'll see. We'll see. But still. Probably after this one, maybe I will go get some food. Today was quite productive. So like from zero, like almost from zero, I leveled Sharon to level 40 Archie tuning. So that was nice. Too much beer! And the beer makes you sell like ancestor modules for the lowest price. Yeah, that's probably a good reason, you know, to not drink. Into the day. I'm using a 30% boost. Is it 30% boost? Let me check. Yeah, 30% boost. But I used actually the wrong one. I used the 3 days boost. So yeah, that was kind of a mistake, I guess. Acceptable ones. Okay, if you will have gold roll for the, you know, blood and iron build, I will buy it for 10 counter, okay? If you really like, you know, to give them away like that. We got some XP boosts I never used. Which ones? I'm not sure you even played this game. Yo, it's actually really nice when people still lacking behind. When even the Sharon arrived first and doing some kamikazenes like that. With the cooldown and cost. I'm chasing the perfect one. Not perfect one, but like at least decent one. 2 positives, 1 negative. Positives are crit damage and was it? No, dimension. Skill power ratio. And the negative, which actually, you know, not hurting. Not negative. No, I don't need cooldown and cost. I'm having optimized build for the cooldown and cost. I'm trying to, you know, to get the module which actually compensate for her nerf. By my calculations, if you get 2 positives, 1 negative module with the stats which I mentioned, like red stats, you will get that, you know, almost. You will get 35% damage back from the nerf. So yeah, that would be epic. That would make my build. And the only thing which I wish, you know, for them to revert range nerf. Build is fun, for sure. That's why I'm still playing it, despite it had a couple nerfs. Okay. Level 40. Let's go, boys. Time to do some shenanigans at the base. Could be mutate range. Mutant for range? You mean the Archie tuning mutated cell? I think they have static stats, right? You cannot really like get everything. 1 minute warning. Let's go. We have to do the thing before ads will start, so we'll finish. Mutant cell, yes. Like if you got the range, it's static. It always will be the same. Let's go. Crystallization catalyst use. Oh, come on. Come on. So, what do we do? We need to waste catalyst on something. Skill expansion. I wanted to do something else here. Range. No idea. No idea. You know what? I will think about it. I don't want to waste Catalyst just because. Just because. I probably will think about it offline. I will activate my trigger module and Sharon will be ready for the update. There's not for range and non attributes. There's probably for everything, right? I have like... Well, I don't have like literally for everything, but I have boxes which I could open and get like whatever. Like whatever I want. Dude, it's so many boxes. Let's go. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Hope you will have a nice rest of the day. Take care. Tomorrow, probably, we'll be playing Resident Evil. So yeah. Might be, you know, get some... How it's called? What that thing which actual kids are wearing, you know? To not crap themselves. Or no, to not crap the bed, you know, they're sleeping on. Anyway. See you tomorrow. Actually, maybe I should not say that, because maybe I will change that. Anyway. As always, have a nice rest of the day. Peace.
Round one, fight!